Guys? I think I'm back. I'm pretty sure I'm back. I don't know what the hell that was. It everything died all at once. Like everything died at once. It what the hell? I like this is a situation where literally I have only thing I can blame is my ISP, and you know, yeah. Oh gosh, it infuriates me. But now I have to now I have to do a bunch of things that I'd spent forever doing already very quickly just to get back up and running. And this makes me mad. Cyberblade, hey. Again, I'm sorry. I hate my ISP with a passion. I really do. But the good thing is I think we're back up and running. I think we're doing good. Am I good?
A flesh raider, baby.
Yo. Am I good? Check the Discord DMs when I get a chance. So far I'm great. All right, sweet. Let's get back to the freaking live stream. Let's get back to that. All right. The live stream on YouTube and Twitch, the live stream should be good now. It looks like according to all of my stuff, I am green across the board. All right. And I'm back in Discord voice chat. All right. Sweet. All right. Let's get back into this.
So again, this is just a nice, easy way.
Oh no, what I was saying. Okay, so this feature is a double-edged sword, I think, in my opinion. Only because like I like the updates to the mission logs and making it easier to see and stuff like that. But one of the things about this game that really makes me mad now is the fact that there is no sense of adventure. There's no sense of discovery. It is like the game is so afraid to inconvenience you because it's afraid that if it inconveniences you, you'll leave. Like the game, so because of that, the game has like no sense of like, oh hey, you actually have to go and travel somewhere. There's no magic anymore. And I think like being able to get, I mean, this has been a feature that's been around for a minute, like the traveling to galaxy map. I don't know why they're presenting it like it's new, but like being able to travel from the galaxy map, it's like I think it's too convenient. It's far too convenient.
Way to, if you want to re-onboard or move through your narrative, you can go, give me an overview of where I was again, take me directly to my mission log to get me into that, take me back directly to travel and get back into the gameplay much faster.
Yeah. Overall, just a nice flow to get you back on track, and so you can pick things up where you left off.
Yep.
All right.
So that kind of walks us through where we are with narrative in today's game, eras window, and updates to the mission log.
Yep. I hope to see y'all soon, hopefully, to talk more about story. So that's it for me.
Yeah.
And gonna pass it off to Musco and Bryant.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley.
All right. Thanks.
Rulers of Vacation Master Mode, augments, updates, PvP Season 4 champs as well. Nar Should I Not live event. I like the music. The music is always good, man. Yep. You know what's funny? Okay, so my video, I'm done. The one I was like, I'm done with SWTOR, has like 26,000 views. I wonder if anyone on the team has seen my video. Like, I seriously, I think about that sometimes. I really do wonder. Don't you dare! My cat is trying to. Nope, go. She be gone. Don't think about things like that. Hardly ever ends well. That's true. Probably, but the real question is, will they listen? I don't see. Here's the thing. I kind of split the difference. I am 110% with K-Bit, where I'm just like, hey, not gonna think about it. I don't want to, and I don't want to think about it. It's like whether they saw it or not, and then I'm like, wait, it doesn't even really matter if they saw it or not, because I highly doubt that they would even. I highly doubt they do anything but curmudgeon at it and move on. So I don't know, but I try not to think about it. Don't think about it. That's my advice.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I'm back, and I'm joined by Bryant Wood. If you want to introduce yourself, sir.
Oh, he's not actually there.
Hey everyone, I'm Bryant Wood, Senior Systems Designer on Star Wars The Old Republic.
Okay.
And just as a reminder, Bryant is joining us from afar through a series of tubes. So if I do something weird, like put my arm through the chair where Bryant is sitting, don't worry, I have not decapitated Bryant. He's not actually sitting in this chair, and I will probably forget that. So, don't be
Goes.
alarmed. So we're going to talk through XR53 Master Mode. We're going to talk through some augment updates, the new PvP season, and Nightlife coming back for all your clickety-clacking needs. So first up, let's talk about XR53 Master Mode. So it's coming with Game Update 7.7. And Brooks, can you remind me? Bryant can see the presentation, right?
It's a Force Ghost.
Cool.
Yep,
Let's talk. Cool. Let's talk about what's coming with Master Mode XR53. So first up, the easiest one, which I can certainly mention, is that it's Master Mode, and so it's harder. It has new mechanics, and it's trying to kill you. So I think plenty of players may have seen this when they played it on PTS, because we had it on PTS a few weeks ago. So that's definitely one thing that players should expect. Obviously, yeah, lots of new mechanics, lots of ways that's trying to kill you. You should expect that it's going to be a lot harder. But
of course, I'd be shocked if it wasn't harder.
Yeah, so you can see an example of some of the new achievements on stream right now. And we'll be getting into a few of the
Master Mode is usually a harder game mode. Yeah, exactly.
Rewards for Master Mode XR53.
Is it just achievements? What do we get?
New augments.
Okay, so augments. 3.
Yeah, so when we released Relentless Replication in Story and Veteran...
Devish, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the archives, buddy.
Premium Prototype and Artifact tier of augments.
Isn't... Wait, time out. Isn't item level like 340, like the highest or something like that?
Various stat
It's higher than that, isn't it?
And the first obvious question is, how do you get those schematics?
You'll get these augment schematics dropped from XR53 layer box.
340 to 345. Yeah, okay. Like I knew I wasn't crazy.
For the schematic to drop, it is a fully tradable schematic again, and it will have bad luck prevention after 3 kills, along with a large inflow of the corrupted bioprocessors needed to craft it, and then a bonus chance to get a crate of 50 bioprocessors.
Oh, that's
I assume those are like,
nice.
it's for
And I
like
think the battle
crafters and
prevention is
stuff
really
like
nice
that.
as
Okay.
well. That's something that we added certainly more recently for folks that, if you're good enough to kill Master Mode XR53 3 times, it's nice that you can certainly guarantee that you'll be able to get the schematic in that window of time. Yep.
Yeah.
And then who's going to be able to craft it? All the usual specifics that come with that.
Armatech, Armsec, Switchwing. Okay, so,
So,
imagine having a level Cryzen level 65.
You're going to use components that are crafted by Artifice, Biochem, and Cybertech.
Okay.
And using those materials dropped from Propagator Core XR53.
Well, Bryant, I have a problem though. I don't want to play Master Mode XR53.
You know what? That's okay. You can't have the schematic, but there are other ways that you can work towards it. The first thing that I'll repeat is, as we mentioned, these will be
No,
fully
you
available
no.
on
If
the
you're going to
GTN,
have a
and these schematics
difficult
are
activity,
traceable. But
don't
what we are
give
also
other
doing
people.
is
No,
for
no.
PvP players.
See, this is why I tell people like, okay, wait. All right. So I think I'm jumping to something too quickly. Okay, PvP missions, a weekly Go Berserk, and weekly Go Spoils War now offer reward choice between the 1,000 upgrade cash one and RZ1 accelerant, new corrupted bioprocessor ×3. If you have an item that comes from difficult content, don't put it somewhere else. Why would you do that? Don't take the thing like that you want. Like, imagine, like, God, this people are just like, oh, we always bring up Destiny. Why do you always bring up Destiny? You act like Destiny's the best. Destiny's not the best game in the world, but they've got their loot chase down to the point where people come back just to chase the loot. That is what Destiny players do. So, like, if Destiny has figured out how to keep the loot chase fresh, learn from the best. You will never, ever see Destiny do, and like, you'll never see Bungie do that with Destiny. If you want 1,000 voices, go run Last Wish until you get it. And like, and thing was, like Destiny, the Destiny devs, half of them were World of Warcraft players. So even World of Warcraft 20 years ago had this figured out. You want that cloak? Go do the thing. Don't outsource part of it to another part of the game. If like you don't want to do if you don't want to do freaking the master mode XR53, fine. You don't get the thing. Fine. Have some balls! Oh my god!
We're giving you an opportunity to earn some of the corrupted bioprocessors. So when you complete your weekly mission, Go Berserk or Spoils of War, you'll have a reward choice between.
It's literally for
the
augments. No,
currency
sorry,
upgrade
augment
cash
materials are
and
crafting both
gear,
PvP and PvE and
the
require the
WZ1
augments to say.
accelerant
Do they?
if you're looking
Okay,
for
okay, okay.
currency.
So wait, like, so are the, because, like, I'm going to admit, I didn't, like, when it comes to augments, I'm out of my depth, and it seems there are people who know more about it than I do. So if I if I am off base, and you guys are trying to check me, that's completely fine. But literally, this is literally for augment materials. So like, don't you have like? But aren't augments like specifically for like this, for like the end game, like in game, like stuff like that? Augments are huge stat boost for in game, and it's required for nightmare mode rating. Okay, what do augments do anything for PvP? Yeah, like Nova was saying. Okay, so augments are for PvP. So you have, so basically, like didn't they say it costs like 30 or 300 or something like that? They boost your damage, heals, and tanking big time. So they have an augment that you can get from doing nightmare mode, and it's going to help you in PvP as well. And then you're able to earn it. You aren't able to get it as fast in. Oh, they're the same boost. So you're not. So you're able to get it from doing PvP, but you will not get it as fast. You won't be able to get it as fast if you're doing just the weeklies, like the weekly Spoils of War and Go Berserk. That sucks for PvP players. Like, you literally have to do your weeklies for 10 weeks in a row, and then like I assume that the crafting materials are dropped from the raid from weekly quests. People have to buy the schematics, I suspect. Yeah, so it's like they have to buy the schematics and then they have to farm for 10 weeks to get the materials to craft it? Man, this game punishes you for PvP. That's messed up. I hate PvP, but I don't want to punish PvP players. That's effed up. So it's like, if you're a PvPer and you're not actively raiding, you are at a severe disadvantage. That's disgusting.
To convert, or the corrupted processors in a small amount.
They are sought after
And then
because
they
they make
changed
the
also the
grind for
veteran
gear
mode, right?
everywhere. For this replicated veteran
so for
mode
veteran
adjustments.
mode, we have increased the drop chance of the augment schematic, and we've increased the chance of the bioprocessor satchels and the crate of bioprocessing parts. Just
So
to make
wait,
the
so
inflow of those materials.
You could like I assume you
Now,
could
the
do
nice thing
story
is
mode and
that I
veteran
know
mode and get these
for
drops too.
some
So like
people, they
what
pay
they're
attention
talking
a
about.
lot to a lot of the details that we've just dropped, but let's hit the TLDR just for the people that weren't paying attention to the super nitty-gritty specifics.
Yeah, so in summary, hop into Relentless Replication on Master Mode,
Okay.
kill the boss, loot the schematics and the materials, or purchase them from the GTN if you need, and then craft your augments.
Easy peasy. That's
I don't know why, but that gave me mad anxiety thinking about like what that's gonna do to the GTN. Then again, like GTN, like the GTN is screwed anyway. But isn't hard mode supposed to be hard, not easy? Well, yeah, but well, like you have story mode, then you have veteran mode, then you have master mode. So, like, I think if you like I think what they're saying, you can get the schematic from doing story mode and veteran mode, and then you can get the schematics to craft it, and then you can go back and do master mode and nightmare mode on anything. Like, that just seems gosh, I don't know. It just seems like PvP players are at a massive disadvantage. I think it's messed up.
That's nice and easy to follow along. Now, that's just talking about power, if you want to be able to try to make yourself even stronger. But obviously, it's not just all about power. We also need something that
The power
just makes you look sweet, right? Because this is a master
It
mode.
wouldn't be a
after all.
master mode without a special mount.
That's true. So, what are we doing for that?
So in line with what we've previously done for master modes, we took some inspiration from the boss to create a new mount for players to ride on.
Yeah. So this is the replication throne, which I think is basically just the top of it ripped off that you just get to ride on as your throne.
All right,
Yep.
that's kind of cool.
You defeat XR53, chop off
That's
the top,
like
pop
I
on it,
wasn't like
and
I'm not gonna lie, I
it's
wasn't
literally
on
just
board
the
until I
first.
saw the shield.
And
The
this,
shield looks cool.
Also has bad luck prevention on it.
There's some
if I recall.
PvPers can no longer receive
This will
old
be
armor
our
from that
first,
content.
master mode
Where
mount that does come with
some
bad luck protection.
PvEers can no longer receive
So,
it. Yeah.
There you go, folks. A new
Yeah.
new master mode mount for you to work towards. It's so good. I love the throne that's built into the top of the boss itself.
That's cool.
I don't know
That's a
that
cool mount.
53 loves it, but he won't be alive to complain. Won't be alive.
Won't be alive to
about it,
complain.
so,
Lol.
yes. Too bad.
XR53 can also just replicate another version if needed.
I guess true. It is a replicator.
Nova the
That was
Dreadmaster
a
helmet still
fun
available in
replicator,
Oricon
so,
Ops. I don't
uh,
think I don't think you can get the
jury's still out
Dreadmaster
on
one
whether that's
anymore.
true, but, all right. Let's move on to PvP Season 8. Let's talk a little bit about what the theme is and what the rewards are.
Yeah, PvP Season 8 is going to be themed Champions of the Wild. The armors are going to be in a sort of bestial theme, and it'll begin with the launch of 7.7, run for 16 weeks.
Yeah, so let's take a look at what we're cooking with.
Yeah, so here we're showing off the Bestial Champions armor set, one of the armors that you'll be able to get directly from the track.
Awesome. Yeah, and so this will come with a bunch of different variants and stuff like we typically do. So let's look at that list, and you can kind of talk us through those.
I don't mind
Yeah,
that.
so
It
we'll
looks
have
okay.
Our usual variants, what we call our alternate color schemes, and then the upgraded or prestige versions. So there'll be the Bestial Champions armor set. Bestial
No, wait, the
Warrior,
material for it
armor
drops
set
from
of the
TFB,
wild,
then you have to
armor
make it
set
into
of the
60-man
beast.
names coming
Some of
ability.
these
Okay.
will be available from the track. Others will be available from the PvP season vendor.
Awesome, yeah, and those of course aren't the only rewards, right? Though then there's another suite. There's the other standard suite of stuff that we typically release.
Way of the Warrior,
Right, the
Stalker of
legacy-
Prey.
Or sorry, the titles for this season will be the legacy title Way of the Warrior, the character title Stalker of the Prey.
I feel bad for
And then we'll
PvP
also
players because I
have
know they
our
feel like they
usual
got shafted at a
collection
certain
of,
point.
season-related rewards such as the battle flags.
I'm too lazy to
and
do
our,
that unless the crest
tournament
comes with perks.
versions.
It doesn't
And
come
if
with
I remember
perks. It's
correctly,
a
not only that, we actually
like,
replaced
I'm
one of the
pretty
existing
sure it
normal
doesn't.
rewards with something extra fun in this case, which we'll show in a second.
Yeah, we went a little further into the theming of the season, and we've released the Champion's Seat, the Throne of the Beast, and the Wild Warriors Respite decorations, replacing some of our previous season-related statues.
I like that. Those are good decorations.
Kind of a staged set of decos, just to fit nicely into your Rishi stronghold if you like to PvP in it,
Yep.
which you can do. And then the last thing we want to talk about is
Lol, the only
something that
perk
we've
is
been
during the
considering
special
for
kind of
season
boss you
two,
get in,
is we wanted to
you
bring a
don't
little
get
bit
insta
more
killed.
parity,
Lol.
between PvP seasons and galactic seasons, because they actually work a little bit different in functionality. And so, quite simply, what we're doing is
Yeah, the decorations
right
have been
now,
pretty good.
PvP seasons don't allow you to do cartel coin level purchases like galactic seasons do. And so, simply put, we're just adding that functionality into PvP seasons, which galactic seasons have currently. And we're doing that for two reasons. Number one, very simple.
They're going to let you buy PvP season ranks with cartel market coins. Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? That defeats the whole purpose.
Simply just to bring parity between those, since they're both seasonal systems, and so we want them to work simply the same way. And the other thing is, we had heard some feedback last season when we were making a few other adjustments along the lines of things like stopping like large stacks and stuff.
God,
where
that's
if
so
someone came in
annoying.
late in the season, as an example, and they didn't have a large amount of credits, they could run into a situation where they could look and say, oh, I only have a few weeks left, and I don't have the credits to do catch up. And so I might as well just not participate at all. And so this at least gives one other mechanism.
Dantooine Stronghold or Ord Mantell would win my heart. Dude, a
a
Dotwing Stronghold would be awesome. Ord Mantell would be really great. I'd be down
same
for
as,
that.
Galactic Seasons.
It's
If
so
you do purchase with
it's
Crystal coins,
so-
you will only complete the season track. You will
this game has lost the plot when it comes to rewarding player engagement. Like, it really has. Like, it has literally lost the plot for rewarding players playing the game. Like, it doesn't reward you for doing it anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, you can do it, but also you can just pay for it. So why bother actually doing it?
will not gain any progress towards the meta achievements. You'll still have to join in queue for those.
Right. And so there is still definitely incentives that we want to drive towards, actually participating in the system itself, which is very important.
I haven't RP'd in forever, and I kind of want to. One of the things I actually want to do, and I would love to do like a role play with like stream chat. That'd be actually kind of cool. I've been trying to think of a fun way to do that,
Right.
and make it
Narshada
entertaining to
Nightlight,
watch.
Everybody's favorite clickety-clack summer event.
Nara's back.
No,
That's
I
That's
don't.
some very
It's
fun,
not my
some fun
favorite.
stuff to talk about this time. So, when's it coming back, and how long is it going to run for?
I did my time
So
about
Nara
PvP and
Nightlife
PvE
will
spheres
start
or
on
watching
July 8th, and it's going to run for 6 weeks,
both
ending
sides
on
of the
August
time.
19th.
It's heartbreaking for
Awesome.
real.
Let's take a look at the new reward coming for Nara.
Yeah, we have a really cool one this year. So the highlight reward for Nara this year is going to be the Supernova helmet. The helmet may look a little familiar to some players, but it has that special.
It's a
dark
fishbowl.
side to it.
That sure, it sure does. I cannot wait to just see people all over Narshada, just all over the slot machines with this thing.
Oh
Anyway,
gosh,
it's
it
gonna be
looks
great.
so horrible.
I still want to see the helmet on a Lothcat. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
We'll pass that on to the team for sure. As a
Throwing this
I'm
helmet
sure chat right
instead
now
of
is now just
glasses, I'm gonna
spamming,
I'm
Supernova helmet on
gonna
Lothcat.
swallow.
You heard it here first. So there's also a bunch of other rewards. that
I
are
know,
coming as well,
right?
So if you want to talk through those quick, and then of course how you get the Supernova helmet.
Yeah, so Supernova Helmet isn't the only thing being added to NAR. As you can see on screen, we have new things to obtain from the Smuggler's Luck Max Bet.
It's such an
Kingdom's Bounty
insulting.
Max Bet, the Emperor's Grace and Emperor's
For
Grace
real.
Max Bet machines,
It really
and
is an
Golden
insulting
Certificate
gift.
Vendor.
It
The one
sucks.
thing I will call out is the Supernova Helmet that we've shown will come from the Emperor's Grace and Emperor's Grace Max Bet machines.
Awesome.
Oh my
So that's something
god.
you certainly want to pay attention to is definitely hit those Emperor's machines, because that's how you get the. At least I would start there, because I really do think it's important that everybody
Iridescent Varactyl might be cool.
around Narshada is rocking the Supernova helmet, just to make it feel like Nar. Everybody's just.
Russell
shining.
Studios
And
so
if you're
far
not
can
rocking
be
the
described
helmet,
as one thing,
rock
a
the
disappointment.
glasses.
Absolutely, dude.
True, that's a good
Absolute
point. Yeah.
disappointment.
One or the other.
Not even
Otherwise,
like
what do you
kind
do
of a
with Nar?
disappointment. Just a
You just have a
straight
Dr.
up
Pepper bottle
major
that don't have it
disappointment.
after like an hour. Yes.
I would say Narshada did wonders for the economy when it first came out. The amount of credits. Yes, exactly. I like legitimately. It was really good for taking credits out of the economy. It did a really good job with that. I will definitely give Narshada Nightlife credit for that, because that's like, you've heard me, Nova, in Discord calls go on and on about how much I freaking hate what the SWTOR economy has turned into. PvP catch-up CMC is just, bro, you know the grind is half the reason people PvP. You can just buy. Exactly.
So people know what these all are.
If they just kept updating rewards frequently, could keep the floor going. Oh no, for
I
real.
think that's gonna do it for us here, Bryant.
I would absolutely
Good to see
like
everybody.
continue
Thanks,
taking
Zach.
money out
Yeah,
of
and
the
we'll make sure
economy.
that we have details about all of the
'Cause
stuff that we've talked about, augments, new rewards.
It is
and all that
such
stuff,
a problem.
as it gets closer.
Game is on its
Thank you,
deathbed,
Ryan.
for real. You know, it really does feel like that. It really does, and I hate being negative about it. Like I feel, because I feel like a dick. I really do. I feel like a dick being negative about SWTOR, especially because I like Nova Nilly. I've known Nova Nilly for about 10 years because she was a member of my guild, and we did raiding, we did roleplay events. It was sick. Like, SWTOR was my life, and then at a certain point, SWTOR really did save my life for a while. So this really does hurt. It does hurt talking about it and being like, what the freak is happening with SWTOR? It hurts. Excuse me, but what PvP? Right now PvP is like this one healer, Sork, Merc, and the other 3 stars are just engineer, snipers, and madness Sorks. Legitimately, I reached a bitter old lady vibes in regards to SWTOR. Oh dude, me too. I'm a bitter old man. And I really get upset because, like, I feel like my most popular video on my channel is a video where I'm raging at SWTOR, and that really makes me feel bad. I love the game still, and I wanted to see, but I know Broadsword was handed a corpse. Okay, here's the thing. All right. I understand that this game is an MMO. I really do. And yes, I feel like Broadsword was handed the game in a really bad state. But there is precedent in the industry for games to be handed off to small teams. And they do something amazing with it. Think about what happened with Hello Games. People are like, well, that's not an MMO. But freaking No Man's Sky is gigantic. Look what just happened with Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is a team of 30 people. And that game is massive. Look at a game like Wild Assault. Combat Cat is a small team. And they're building this game from the ground up, live service mechanics, balancing abilities, and everything. Things are possible with small teams that have good leadership, a vision, and have the drive and the passion to build something amazing. Broadsword has the power to do it. They really do. I just don't think they have the passion, straight up. Hold on, Dodo. Let me let me check your message. But I like to have a reason to keep. They keep yeah, hold on. Let me sorry, Dodo. I got like hate rated like not too long ago, so I had to increase the sensitivity on Nightbot. That's my bad. But hold on, let me see. Let me get you. I'll get you fixed up, Dodo. All right. Yeah, good. I gotcha. I saw your message. I know it hit. I know it grabbed you as spam. I know you weren't spamming. I think the biggest issue, I feel like SWTOR needs a Final Fantasy Online treatment. Yeah, no, they really do. They really do. They're shut down for a while and redone in different engine because the old engine is awful and the coding is an absolute mess. Yes, if I could have my way in Star Wars: The Old Republic, I would Final Fantasy 14 the hell out of
with
it.
Jackie first name only.
And again, senior community manager, game director.
Yep.
All right, we got that.
Is that how we're doing this? Okay. All right.
So just reminding you that we do have a drone.
Another 40 minutes of this live stream, we can actually get to some games.
There was a little bit of snafu.
They're so unprofessional. Oh no, for real.
I did see that some people were having difficulty accruing time. I have seen that if you log out of Twitch and then back in, then you can see the progress being made.
I hope you guys are getting your drops. If you guys
go
aren't
ahead
getting your
and
drops,
have
yeah,
it
go ahead and log back in, log back into to Twitch to make sure you get it. The decoration is pretty cool, especially if you guys care about it.
As a reminder, this Twitch drop is active until May 22nd. So if you don't accrue enough time when our stream is over, there's a lot of lovely streamers that will be streaming SWTOR content that you can watch as well.
I will try to talk slower.
All
It's
right.
never worked in my life.
No, I've mentioned it about 27 times today. No,
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So dynamic encounters. What even is a dynamic encounter?
Okay,
we
so
introduced them.
one of the best features that's been added to the game in years. I really like dynamic encounters. And here's the thing. I like dynamic encounters because it's taken from a better game.
First time, long time in 7.6. What they are is basically, think of them like tiny adventures that are spread around the planets that they inhabit.
It's Guild
kind of
Wars
get
2
life
questing.
into them.
It's what
Kind
it
of
is. It's Guild Wars 2 questing.
New fun ways to kind of interact with the planet.
It's
where
what
they
it
are.
is.
Like when you're looking out into the horizon, like there's something happening over there.
There's cool stuff over there.
What is happening?
What
And you
is
get
it?
rewards for it.
I
when
should
you
go
complete
check it
them.
out.
Yeah.
And so we introduced them for the first time on Hoth,
Mhm.
Tatooine, along with Hidden Chain Invasions. Hedda Cole just has to be a jerk, is the way that I think of them.
Wreaking havoc
Yeah,
everywhere.
across the
Whoa. Okay. This, if I'm going to say one thing is a W, this is a W. Adding dynamic encounters to Tython, Korriban, Hutta, Ord Mantell, they literally added them to all of the starter planets. That's cool. That's great. Adding dynamic encounters to the starter planets is an absolute W. Anyone who says that isn't a W is out of touch, because that's a dub.
the galaxy. And so in 7.7, that number is relevant. We're introducing dynamic encounters across 7 new planets. Those 7 planets
And
are
Ilum needed
starter
this.
planets,
Ilum
capital
needed this, because
planets,
there's nothing there.
Tython, Korriban, Hutta, and Ord Mantell, the starter planets, Coruscant, Dromancos, the capital worlds, and Ilum.
My name is Mara, me and my friend, we have to take up Fury build. Marauder and run into ability the Fury's power to set up PvP, so I wonder if we don't share it so it doesn't get nerfed. Yeah.
Dynamic encounters is going to be the capital worlds. So Coruscant and Dromancos is where you're going to see the largest amount of them, and Ilum to the smaller degree, and then the starter worlds.
Ilum's an entire portion of the map that is entirely empty. Exactly.
The only reason I point that out is just be aware that the starter worlds are just
Smaller in nature.
by measure, they're
Specific, yeah.
smaller and they're a bit denser because of the story content.
Look at all that sand.
So this is a great example because I don't know about you, but when I started playing this game in beta, before I even worked here, the first character I ever made was a Sith warrior. And so seeing
My first character was a Jedi Knight.
Chlor slugs, when I walk out from that very first conversation, just brings such nostalgia back to me. And so now the dynamic encounter of chlor slug swarmers coming up and just doing what chlor slugs do, which is trying to eat your pants or your knees or whatever. And after you fight a bunch of them, then a chlor slug brood
Mama
mother,
bear.
mama chlor. I don't know. I mean, it's
Okay,
chlor
that
brood mother, I guess,
like
actually
that's
called.
that's
It's
good.
gonna
This
go
is a
out to bunch
W.
of 1v1, and it's great. And so it's just
I am all for dynamic encounters because it makes the world feel alive again. The world feels so dead and stagnant, and dynamic encounters make the world feel alive again. Like, the coolest thing was when dynamic encounters came out, I was surrounded by other players in the open world. That is what this game used to be. And that is what, like, that is investing in the MMO aspect of this game. And it's so good.
These are just the kinds of things that are going to be so great for these starter planets to just really breathe new life into them. This is another great example.
Sometimes you need to hijack a walker.
Yeah, on Ord Mantell.
Oh, K-Bit.
Nothing.
K-Bit, they're
nothing
updating your
says
planet,
on
dude.
here to kind of, I feel like invoking.
They're updating your
feeling of
planet.
a
They're updating your
trooper
planet, dude.
Is I've had fun shooting a large cannon, but there is no larger cannon than a walker. I mean, there might be larger cannons, I guess, but this really feels like a large cannon.
I mean, a
And
Death Star, but you know.
I mean,
what
true. Yeah.
Dude, hey.
So,
Yeah, and what we've seen previous, like in that video, they're all combat based, but there is a variety
That's-
of dynamic encounters. Like I know
Were these bronze decorations, or are these I feel like some of these were bronze decorations. I feel like some of these were old bronze decorations. Are they actually adding bronze decorations to the loophole? Like, does anyone recognize those decorations? Some of them sound familiar to me. If they're actually adding stuff from the Carta market to the loophole, that is a W. I need to get this confirmed. I need to know if that's what they're doing. Because if so, that's a second W, and that's the most W's this game has ever had.
previous ones, like in Hoth, you
There's-
carry a little tauntaun up a
There
hill.
is a great one that is on Korriban that I will not spoil. That is one of my favorite ones that I remember when we did our internal playtest. That is non-combat or combat, your choice. That I played it like 3 times in a row. I just kept waiting for it to come back because I had so much fun with it. Yes, there are plenty of them that are both combat or non-combat. Again, and this is kind of just like we use this as an example in the 7.6 live stream for those of you that weren't here, which is like you go around and like you help promote a campaign.
I like it.
that
Yeah,
was
like
this
there's
kind of
fun.
stuff.
Dynamic
Yeah,
encounters give it a
and
chance
so,
to be
yeah.
creative
What
and
was- what
fun.
are they?
Double sunburns.
Double sunburn?
Double sunburns.
Double sunburns.
Yeah.
God, that is such a good band name. That's so much better than any fake band name.
Dynamic
I've ever
encounters
heard
are great while
honestly.
leveling or
Fun,
exploring. They
nice,
help.
and
They
nice
help
little
with
thing. And
chevos
of course,
that
the
are
question
usually
many of you will ask is,
are just
"But
a
what do I
bore to
get
grind."
from
Yeah.
These dynamic encounters, other than fun, which should be the goal of a video game. Well, there's plenty of rewards. And so these are just a host of examples. And as you can see, we've had the planet denoting what they are. And that's because what you'll find is when you play a lot of the dynamic encounters around a lot of the planets, a lot of them will give you decos for rewards. And a lot of them will be inside of the area where you've played them, is where you might find them. Think of like before when you did the memes abound.
Why are you so cute?
The loft cat. There was literally a
that was
Reddit thread
really
this
cute.
morning where someone was talking about the loft cat and showed
This
pictures
is
of it.
good.
So like it's still print
Rip
prominence
Huda only getting
months
one
later
deco. I
on
know,
the
right?
people that they received.
And it's just a
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
So good.
But that's not all, right? Because if you recall, you might, you
Mhm,
probably do because you work here. When we did in 7.6, we had the meta achievement for dynamic encounters on Hoth and Tatooine, which was earned by doing a number of dynamic encounters across the entire planet, and then you earned a mount,
But
which
not just any type of mount.
that's right, an exclusive mount to that planet. And so what we're doing is, and so hold tight for a few videos. First up, for the starter planets, there is a new exclusive mount to the starter planets.
Really do be
4 different
planet, those
colorways.
are valid.
Basically,
Yeah.
one color for Huda, one color for Ord Mantell, etc. across all 4 planets, and it holds a mini pet inside of it.
Baby.
So strap in for doing dynamic encounters across each of the
Okay. Rewarding people for stuff in the game. Good.
planets to get all 4 of the colorways. And then, but wait, the capital planets, there is a unique one for Dromancons, a unique one for Coruscant. They're similar but different, and a unique one for Ilum. You can see
Speaking
them
of
here.
the lot cat.
Oh, wait.
kitten.
how did it sneak up there? And so these are the mounts that you can see here. Again, these are for Dro, Coruscant, and Ilum. So again, in total, that is 7 different mounts you can collect by doing the meta mount achievement across all of those 7 planets in 7.77s. Right? I don't know if I said 7 times. I wasn't counting.
777.
Okay, those aren't bad.
Go, baby.
And look, all right.
You get another little baby.
Oh, and you get a
You
pet.
don't need
Okay.
your mount.
All right.
This
Little
is
pet.
Subjective.
Little pet. All right.
Look at that hang.
All right. Was a little
I
pet.
like horror, and so I think this is cuter than the Loft Kitten. You can argue it, but
That's what it looks like.
it's just a little guy,
Yeah,
Ashley,
Loft
right? You know,
It's a
And so
nightmare.
I want this. I can't tell you where you get this because I think it's important that you figure it out on your own. My guess would be Ilum, but I think you should try to get your own little guy.
Yeah, I wonder where it comes from, guys. So wonder where it comes from.
Also, another note, like we didn't show.
Me in
images
public
for the
bathrooms where there's no
decorations.
there's no-
There's gonna be an article
There
that
are
comes out closer to launch, and
Vibe.
we're gonna have like all the images of what those
Look,
decorations look
There's
like.
there's so many dynamic encounters across 7 planets. There's so many achievements and so many rewards to get. There's a reason this. Why are you holding up a hand? 9 what?
Total planets.
Oh yes, yeah, Rich. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is a good call out. Technically speaking, there's now
Dynamic encounters on 9
across
planets. Yes,
9
because there's
planets,
2
right?
other
We've now
planets.
expanded it by adding this 7, and there's technically kind of more because the
Hidden chain.
the hidden chain invasions actually happen across even more planets than that, like Nar Shaddaa, etc. And so dynamic encounters are they are everywhere now. They're just all up in.
Yeah.
They're all up in.
The
your
game
mouth.
is slowly turning into Guild Wars
And they're
2.
a lot of fun.
And so then the next part of this is getting around. If you want to get around the galaxy to these dynamic encounters and to really just your game. And this kind of goes hand in hand with one of the things that I mentioned early when Ashley was here, is we want to continue to make improvements to how players interact with the game.
Guys,
And
don't
some
make
of this, of
no,
course, is
don't let us quick
focusing
travel to
on
them.
Players that are new and coming back into the game, but also all who play this game
Don't let
every
us
day.
quick travel to them. Don't do
What
it.
you do is interact with navigating through all of your missions and dynamic encounters. And so the world
Just
map
put
is
them
how
near
you
quick
interact
travel
in a lot of
points.
cases. And so let's talk about kind of 3 components to this. The main change here is that we've obviously added an accordion menu to the left side of the screen. Fun fact, I spell accordion wrong every single time. And so there's 3 pieces. The legend is basically just we've nested
Yeah.
almost kind of filter, magnifying glass, and some of those existing pieces. They're kind of now nested under the legend. Quick travel is effectively allowing you to think of when you would quick travel before and it would pop up your map and filter it. It
Yes.
does that along with having a selectable list. This is really helpful in instances where like you would
It's
have
not bad.
kind of a mission NPC or something.
Quick
on
travel
top
bar.
of, something you were trying to click.
It
on the map,
is.
to try to travel with
It's
something.
like that
Or you
little
just
accordion
know,
menu.
you
Yeah,
know,
it's really
you're already
nice. I
looking
like
at
it.
your map and you're like, "Ugh, I need to go to Nemro's Palace. I already know that. You could just click it from there and travel to it. But I think the coolest one of all of this, the new
Instead
one,
of
is
hunting
the
of a place on the
encounter
map like an
system. So this
insane
just
man. Oh
shows
yeah,
you
exactly.
every
Instead of being like,
dynamic encounter that's
frick, where'd it
available in
go?
your area. You can click that. Now it will track it, and it will breadcrumb you to where that dynamic encounter is. And where
Look at
this
you,
is
Corellia,
really,
for
really helpful
real.
and really cool is on those planets that have a lot of nested areas or like areas at different elevations. Coruscant especially is really kind of egregious in this way where
Yeah,
you go
Coruscant has a
and you're
lot of
like,
verticality.
where is that room that I see this dynamic counter for? Well, you just go, cool, I'm trying to get to, Senate battle, and you click it. I just made that up. That's probably not a real one. But you click it, and it will help you kind of breadcrumb your way over to that dynamic encounter.
Yeah, breadcrumbs are. I don't know if everyone knows what a
Oh,
breadcrumb
sure,
is,
yeah.
but like a map note, just like an indicator of direction is
Yeah,
really what that
yeah.
is.
So you would click that, and then what it would do is it would highlight, hey, in that doorway is where Senate battle, the dynamic encounter is, and then when you walk through that doorway, it would go, look, there it is on the map after you walk through that doorway.
Well,
It
good.
kind of help you. That's a good point,
Yeah,
help
good.
you
Yeah,
navigationally get to the
like handhold me to my
So, lot of cool
destination.
improvements there.
Combat updates.
Speaking of things that we're
There's a lot.
doing for players that especially are either new or inexperienced, frankly, or like me that are just lazy when they're leveling through the experience of the game. Here is what the goal of the combat updates were. And I'm going to read this backwards because I think that's actually the way I probably should. I should have just written it this way instead of just reading it backwards because I wrote this slide. We want players to have a fantasy fulfilling, fun, and underlined. I guess I could have also underlined it. I'm learning that I could have just written this slide differently as we're reading it for the third time. Viable experience for the things that we do for you by default inside of your discipline. And so how are we going to do that? We're going to adjust 4 things. The default talent choices we make within your discipline, the levels that you acquire abilities, adjust what your default discipline is sometimes. And so a little bit of context is like when you pick
A lot. I
your
leveled up from
class,
50 plus characters to
pick
80.
your
How
combat
much more
style,
laser
we
do
also
you
pick
need
what
to
discipline you are by default.
do you
And
need to
so we
level
might
up?
adjust what that is, and then other changes that might make sense, and I can give you an example of what that might look like as well. You want an example?
Yeah.
Guardians and Juggernauts have to rely on
Oh,
force sweep,
me?
smash, and AoE damage until level
That's all
27.
we did in the
Problem.
practice rounds, let's go. I'm
Well,
just
gonna ask you-
kidding.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna give you one anyway. So
Guardians and
let me give you a
Juggernauts have to
problem.
rely on
So,
force sweep and smash for
Guardians and
AoE damage.
Juggernauts. So look back at like the Chlor Slug dynamic encounter we just showed you, right? Like you're fighting lots of non-elite, very simple, weak enemies. Sorry, Chlor Slug, I didn't mean to call you weak. But there's
Very weak. Remember when Jorgen wouldn't heal me? Yep.
And so the problem would be is that we do that quite a bit, especially kind of early on in the game, actually through lots of parts in the game. And so you want an AoE ability that you can use frequently, you know, with a cooldown, right? Something that you could just spam, just go like whack, 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 just go away, Chlor Slugs. I want you to not be here anymore. And what we discovered is that Guardians and Juggernauts, as an example, didn't have something they could spam early on in the game.
Until level 27.
Did they just
Until
add an
27.
ability?
All they had was force sweep or smash, respectively. So you would go charge, force sweep, smash, wait, whatever, 12 or 16 seconds for that to come back up. Well, so what we're doing is
Cyclone Slash and Sweeping
away the
Slash is
two.
granted at level 7.
This is
Right.
what we're doing.
yeah, and so now we're giving them Cyclone Slash and Sweeping Slash. At
Okay,
level
so they're giving them an
which is a
AoE
standard
earlier.
AoE that they'll have as early as level 7,
Mhm.
respectively.
Can't
And
complain
that's
about
not-
that
and that's just the tip of
necessarily.
the iceberg. That's just one of the 4 bullets, if you remember on the last screen, that we'd be doing, which is
I mean, I can't
granting them
complain
the
about
ability
that.
to do something to solve this problem. We're also making a whole variety of.
I had a tank
adjustments
ornamental
to
and
what
Coruscant and Terrace before I
talents
got
they
a
would
healer.
get in
Yep.
their discipline
Yeah,
journey.
and there's going to be a full list as well. Like we haven't
Me
even
too.
touched on it just yet, but
Right.
PTS will be opening up, and we're going to have like a long list that you all can see and provide your feedback on it as well. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
Okay,
If you're,
all right.
stressing about just seeing the
Yeah.
one example.
Yeah.
We will provide more information for you.
That's a super good.
Wait,
call,
wait,
'cause
wait,
the
wait. In
one thing
7.7, we'll make generators of Vengeance, Juggernaut, and Vengeance, Juggernaut, and Vigilance Guardian, Carnage, Marauder, Combat No, Marksman, Sniper, Sharpshooter, Gunslinger, Deception, Assassin, Infiltrate, Shadow, now Hatred Assassin, and Serenity Shadow by D. Don't go messing with my Infiltration Shadow.
that I really want to stress, because I can't see chat.
Notice
I
how the
wanna make
operative is
that no one's
untouched,
freaking out
operative
about
supremacy.
This is,
Get-
this is about default
Ah!
choices, right? I'm not saying that, like, again, you getting a spam.
Jesus Christ, operatives.
helps everybody, right? So that's not just about things that are going to be defaultly helpful for you. I don't think default is a word, but
God dang
by
operatives.
default. But
And that's coming
of
from
course,
someone who
you
plays a
play this
sniper.
game every day for 14 years, and you go, "You're not the boss of me. I don't need you to make a default choice for me." Well, then don't worry about it, right? Like you just make a different choice and move on with your day. I think what we discovered is that we are the boss of us, and we might have made some not ideal choices in some cases about what some of those things were that we were granting players by default through the leveling experience.
Oh, there it is.
And so
Lost
we
my
kind
phone.
of did a re-audit of that and are readjusting some of those things just to make that experience a bit better through some of these
Okay,
processes.
I mean,
And
like,
so these are the
it's
ones
hard
that
for me
we're-
to get
these are the
mad
ones that
at
we're
that.
changing in
All right,
7.7.
like,
It's gonna be
whatever.
Juggernaut and
That's
Guardian,
fine.
Marauder, Sentinel, Sniper, Gunslinger, Assassin, Shadow. The main one that I want to call out here is we're actually
Sniper's
changing
got
what the
touch, but not
default
operatives.
discipline is that we're going to give players for Assassin and Shadow, and then anything that is not listed here, we're going to continue this audit and make the rest of those changes for 7.7.1. Ideally, is when we're targeting that.
All right, come on.
And as Jackie said, there's a whole list of what this is.
Yeah, excuse
It'll
me.
be on
See,
PTS
these games
forums,
follow me,
which
make me
should
fall
be
asleep.
very soon, which we'll talk about at the end of the stream.
Yeah, so make sure that you keep an eye on the public test server forums.
Yeah, and obviously many of you are very experienced players of these classes, and so I'm sure you'll have opinions, which will be very valuable. So make sure to let us know what you think.
Yeah, when we open up PTS, it would be beneficial. I mean, we're gonna have character transfer open as well, but it would be beneficial if you started a character from level 1 just to see what like those grants are like. What the
Yeah, I'm
default
not.
sets are like.
I'm not hopping on the
And,
PTS.
you know, you're
Not
active
doing it.
users as well.
Requires to give you
If you're
guys
like,
money.
I want to play through this game from
If you
level
guys
1 to
actually
si-
cared, you'd make
16
PTS
for
free.
some reason and see what these defaults are like. If you want to be that crazy person, please by all means,
Free PTS.
you do you.
All right.
Okay,
This one's all you.
this one's
This is all
this
you.
one's a little nuanced. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain it very cleanly. Those of you who aren't in guild.
Okay. This should have been a blog post. This part should have been just a blog post. This isn't new content. This isn't. I wouldn't call this a major update. This is something that pedantic players like myself, Novanilli, people who do build crafting, this is what. This is something that they care about. This should have been a blog post. Should have been a
Builds
patch.
don't
It
have
should have
to
just
be
been a patch
Sprinter.
note.
You can just stop paying attention.
You gotta pay
about
for
2
support. Yeah, I
minutes,
know.
but I'm gonna try to
That
explain
makes
it
me
quickly.
mad.
Basically, we isolated a problem with how class movement abilities interacted with sprint out of combat. Short version, slightly longer version. For those of you that had faster than normal sprint, notably Sprinter 1, 2, and 3 from the guild perk,
Yeah.
what we found was in some cases
What is
you
that?
might
Faster sprint,
activate
speed,
a
sprint.
class ability out of combat and it might do little or nothing. Let me give you a fictional example of how this would work. Let's say you had Sprinter 3 and it was giving you plus 50% movement speed. This is an
Okay.
actually, again, made up numbers. And
Okay.
then you had a class ability that was going to make you move 45% faster. Our
Okay.
game went, hey, 50's higher than 45, do nothing. Right? That's how it works today.
This is more than a not issue.
Instead,
This is
starting
this
at
is an
7.7, we're gonna
imaginary
go,
issue.
Hey, 50% is from Sprinter, 45% is from a class ability. You know what we should do?
Kitty cat.
Add
Nope.
them together.
Right.
No,
Now
kitty
you
cat.
move at 95% movement speed. That's the short version, right? That's basically
Just say movement ability, stack, and move on.
what's going to happen. Couple quick caveats, just so people understand, again, for super nuance. Effectively, what it's going to do is it's going to take sprint plus your one single highest ability that is adding speed, the one single highest thing that is reducing speed, and put them all together. Nothing in here is added that includes mounts, right?
Cat's a true
mounts
star of the
are not
stream.
included. Something like rocket boost that counts as a mount is not included, and none of this counts in combat. So PvPers don't sweat any of this stuff. None of this, but like once someone gets tagged,
This
and
is
in
so
combat,
boring.
movement speed here is not impacted. Effectively, we've made these combat values.
And it's
we've
helpful
made
for
these values
speedrunners,
out of
but-
combat additive.
It's helpful for speedrunners, but how big of the population of the game are speedrunners?
There you go.
Yep,
It's
should
like
see
no,
it in
you're right.
back
You're
in
you're
the
right. But
PTS.
how
Yep.
much of the
Um,
people are
definitely check it.
speedrunners?
Let us know.
Happen to run into a bug, let us know.
Yep. But just in case you had Sprinter and you're like, I had a class ability and I didn't go any faster. Now you know why.
Most Nim Raiders,
All right. Well, that is
still not a lot
truly
because
it
it's what
for
they
me.
like.
Yep.
Yeah, we're ready for
I'm
the
gonna go
titles.
over
Yep.
there, and we're gonna swap places with Brad.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right.
All
have
right.
fun, everyone.
Approaching the end. This
Thanks,
is the
Jackie.
give them money portion of the stream. This is the please give them money portion of the stream. Oh, I never put my goal back up. I didn't put my goal back up. No. There we go. I watched this and busted a fat one. Oh, I'm gonna be in for a surprise. I'm gonna be in for a surprise. Oh God, oh gosh, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh boy.
That's pretty fun.
Is it?
I don't know. And we're back.
Are we?
I don't know. I'm still the same person because I've been in this chair the whole time.
And I'm not. I'm Brad Lewis, the art director for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and welcome to the Old Republic Shopping Network,
That's right.
where we're going to feature some fabulous prizes.
We need a sweet ticker on the bottom. I don't know what it would display.
They're fixing something so many people
We
had
just made a
complained
number-
about for
don't
years.
we
Oh,
think we
okay.
just put numbers there.
This is your show. I
I
don't,
don't. I don't know what we're talking about
I
either.
don't even know I'm here.
Anyway, let's talk about what's coming to the cartel market and how things are going on the character modernization front. Because we have
Oh,
some
yeah,
pretty
that
sweet
sounds like
collections
fun.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh, look what's still available, though.
that is true. This is still available. Oh, are we going to remember the date? Hang
No,
on.
I
We
can't.
won't.
I
No,
don't
but no, don't tell us. Don't say it. Don't say it. No. Let's see if we can remember. Let's wait. Hang on.
June.
It's important. We rehearsed this twice, and they told us both times, and we'll see if we remember.
It's
Let's
enough.
talk about this first. And then we'll guess.
So this is the
That mount. I
edition
don't like them.
bundle for
You
the
can no longer sell
GTF,
items on the GTN.
offering. This has
If they
a really
if
fun
they said that
set
you
of
can no longer sell cartel market items on the
features
GTN,
on
I'd reinstall
It's
SWTOR
got
right
firing
now.
cannons, animated
Actually, wait, no, I still have it
damage
installed.
with
But
VFX
I would buy a
features.
sub right
And
now.
sound effects.
If they was like, hey
Fantastic
guys,
sound
we're no
effects.
longer allowing you to
Yeah,
resell stuff on the
features
GTN,
about-
I
Usable
would
level 1.
That's right.
Yep.
right now, right this
I
second.
feel like we need like a PowerPoint just for this thing. I don't know if we missed anything, but
This
it's
is PowerPoint.
oh, we are.
That is how much I would support that.
That is correct. We are actually making a PowerPoint presentation for this mount, so you're correct. Yeah. So yeah. we have
Comes
to work
with
the whole house
primary,
of this
secondary
mount,
chrome
which is
dies.
awesome.
Okay.
Almost the whole house. There's
Almost the whole house.
one thing I didn't do, but I'm not going to.
All
Fair
right.
enough. Yep.
Anyway, this comes with
Dies as well.
5 dies of primary and 5 dies of secondary.
Yep.
Chrome silver.
Yep. Which is excellent. And then the nice thing about what's nice about the Master of the Fight bundle, which is available until June 17th. Oh, I did it! Yeah. Did you have a guess?
No more random loot boxes.
Hey,
Buy
you
what
said
you
you
want.
said
Yeah,
something
no more,
like
no
that.
more
Yeah,
market
yeah,
crate,
yeah,
no more
yeah,
cartel
yeah,
market
yeah,
crates.
yeah,
Yes,
Nailed it, yeah. The
I'd
thing
be
that's nice
so,
about the
I'd be
bundle is
behind.
that,
I'd be behind
like
for all of
basically
that.
just
I'd
on the
be
coins
so
and
down.
stuff time alone, it's worth the value. And then you get
Immediately.
also an amazing mount, usable at level 1, like awesome perks out of it, plus dies. Like it's a really great dollar value regardless. And
It
so
is. It is. And
so-
it was a lot of fun to build
Yeah.
because it's been a fun one.
yeah, it's great. So always love those bundles. But let's talk about the awesome stuff that's coming in 7.7. Some really awesome
Let's do
Andor
that.
inspired stuff.
You know, Eric, if you're like me, and I know I am, I'm
4
gonna
out of 10.
love
I don't
getting
like it.
around in this.
You are like
What?
you. I have always thought that about you.
Nope, 5 out of 10.
This Saw Gerrera inspired
Five-
outfit.
five-
I
5 out of
think we
10.
just need to slow
All right.
things down here. a little
Yeah, more like
Let's
yeah,
go with that.
5 out of 10. I don't hate it. There's some parts of it
Okay,
that would
all
look
right,
cool
that's-
mixed with
that's
other
all.
armor sets.
Saw
5 out of
Gerrera
10.
outfit, it's fantastic. Character team really knocked this one out of
They
the
really
park.
did,
I
yeah.
really, I'm really looking forward to seeing what players do with this one.
Yeah, no, this one is so good.
Yeah.
I
You
absolutely
can
love it.
start your own insurgency on
That
Yavin 4.
you really could. This I will say though, this truly might be one of
10
my
out of
favorite
10.
armor sets your team's ever built.
It really is nice. This one,
Yeah,
is,
pants
this
can be
one
the
has
ick
turned
for
out
real.
super nice.
10 out of
This
10.
has
I like
very
this. This is
heavily
really
player
good.
Requested thigh
It-
high boots.
It's
Yep.
basically
Which are dyeable.
thigh high boot. Let's go
No,
thigh
so-
high boots.
And here's the thing.
You know,
This is
we talk-
basically
no,
Krennic's
We talked
Krennic's
about-
costume, except I wish that it had the full cape.
I know, right?
I wish
We
it had the
talked- we
full
also talked
cape.
about this.
That
I
would
was
look
going
more like
to
Krennic.
Make a request of you, but you already fulfilled that request.
What was that?
Is that I'm not a cape guy. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
like
right.
I don't like capes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So could I have
Okay,
this so that-
Edna mode.
Yeah, see the little asterisk down there?
I didn't bring my glasses.
Oh,
um,
it says includes no cape version.
That's right. So players that buy this will get they will get this and it will come with 2 chest pieces.
That's
which
right.
a no I almost said a chestless that doesn't make any sense.
You get one without a cape?
Cape and version without
Are you blind?
That's
Deploy the
right.
cape.
This will both include the cape.
The black
version
boots are
and the
nice.
cape
Yes,
version.
Dodo. The black boots
For
are
you to
nice.
Mix and match
But
as
they're
you see.
dyeable and they're thigh-high boots.
Have I said it 7 times? Are you counting? We can move on. We did it. All right. Next slide.
What about the cape on that last?
Oh, now we did it 8.
Oh, well.
Manon
I-
mini
I-
sub. Can it
there's
go in the
another
water?
Player requested thing.
Yeah.
Also, simple
The
belt,
Manon
easy to
mini sub
combine.
was a
Yes, it's an
taxi on
easy belt.
Manon that players rightfully noticed we don't have a player mount
Mount
version
for it,
of
right.
it. So here it is. It is slightly different in that the canopy is open. So if you drove this into the water,
I just
you'd
want
probably drown,
companion
but,
mounts or group
whereas
mounts.
people
Allow
talk
me
about
to hop in a
swim,
mount
not
with a
swim.
friend.
Can they breathe
Let
underwater?
me hop
Swim
in a
is
mount
silly
with a
question.
friend.
Most people can swim. Yeah. So
do we have water in our game?
So yeah,
You
so
do,
this
but
is
it
nice
instantly
because this is
kills
a
you.
player requested thing that we saw that we
Right.
were able to just grab it, do a little polish to it, and
Right.
get as a
The
player.
request for this came in pretty recently here too, so we were able to turn this around and make this a viable player.
It was
now.
player
Right, which is
requested,
nice
so we had to
because it
charge you
segues
money for it.
nicely into our next bundle as well, which is this
Player
overlaps
requested, so
really
please
well
give
with
us money.
player requested
Oh, that's
area,
right.
Narshada Nightlife, which is again is coming back as we talked
Mhm,
about
mhm.
earlier, and then
Very
just we're not going to read all of this because
There's nothing on the screen. Oh, now there is. Now there is. Okay.
which is just this enormous bundle of
There are
decorations.
literally tens of things in here.
there are a lot. There are definitely tens of things.
Uh,
I don't. We still didn't do a full count. We've made this joke twice already, and I still don't think we counted how many things are in
I
here.
don't want to count that.
I'm
many
not going to
things.
either. But
chat if you can count it up before I.
Oh, right. Special prize in chat for anybody who can count this up.
oh, now we got to do a prize.
No,
go-
ignore that.
I don't
That's their
hate
problem.
this. I just don't want to spend money on it.
We want. That's the beauty of it, and we're live.
That's right. Nobody can stop us.
It's a
That's
good
true.
bundle.
So
I just don't want to
here's-
spend
here's
money on it.
effectively what this is,
I'd
right? It
rather,
is,
you
a
know,
bunch of,
do quests and
decos
unlock
that
these.
Are Narshada themed,
Correct.
that are all existing in game in the cartel market that you have to buy disparately in other forms, either onesie twosie kind of across.
A lot of
the board.
decos are
And so
just
we
going to
wanted
appear on the
repackage
cartel
them
market. Yeah, I
and take the
know. I
lessons
just
that we
hate
learned
it.
From
I know. It's
from
a
the trading
fact. It's a
outposts,
fact of
which
the
was
game, right?
we
It's
really
a fact of
wanna
the
have
game.
good
It's
value
how it
for the
is,
deco
but that doesn't mean I
bundle,
have to
right?
like it.
And so, if I remember correctly, this is like nearly 10K worth of cartel coin worth of value
Right.
for 2,500 cartel coins in a bundle.
Right.
So it's a big, meaty bundle. of
Guys, it
decos.
doesn't cost us much
We've
money.
noticed a lot of players
Oh, a lot of decos are
seeking
just going to appear on the
where
appear on the
add more
GTN.
decos,
Yeah,
add more value
for
to deco
billions
bundles,
of
so
credits.
This is our
Yeah, like this, the crime boss. Get ready. I'm gonna call it right now. Crime boss is going to be posted for almost 2 billion credits.
offering for this 7.7.
The slot
million
machines are
of
gonna
a
be even
giant amount
more.
of decos in that we've never offered this many decos in a bundle before.
Yeah, and as you'll be able to see here, I mean, this is basically one, at most two of
Each one.
each one of those, and this can fill easily one room, which with overflow into you can't even walk.
I
in
have
the
5 of
hallway
those
anymore.
sluggos.
Right? Like this is not practical, but that's the fun of your deck. You do whatever you want in your stronghold.
I mean, it's practical if you want it to
I
be.
guess that's true. Yeah, I'm not. Again, we're not.
I will say this: the one thing about Star Wars: The Old Republic that I will always give it credit for. I will always give it credit for it. So yet another stream spunking over CM. Nope, we actually just got to the carton market items, but there has been a bunch of that. Star Wars has remained sexy for both types of players. You into chicks? Sexy. You into guys? Sexy. It's remained sexy for both. I give mad props to Star Wars: The Old Republic for doing that.
You're not the boss of them.
No.
Let them make it. It's
Yeah.
up to them.
Yeah, you don't want to look at my stronghold.
My wife was like, body type
The
4?
nice thing is, and
Yeah, my wife was into
like
it.
that, right? Is like a lot of. I think Narshada might be our most owned stronghold. They're pretty
Probably,
close.
yes.
And so,
Yeah,
like,
because
this is a nice.
Of
way for
course
someone to
Narshada's the
buy
most owned. It was the first one.
Big thematic bundle, and then be able to decorate so much of their stronghold
That's right,
that's
yeah.
thematic without pressure on them of having to worry about
Having
trying to find
other
find
assets,
all
yeah.
these
Mhm.
themed decos to fit in their stronghold. If you're into theming, right? Which I imagine a lot of people would be.
Only if they're role players
You can do whatever you want.
or like decorating.
Without your
Mo-
face,
like,
Speaking of whatever you want.
and the first
Let's talk about
neutral
character
stronghold is so easy.
Yep.
It's so easier for
So
players to have
let's
neutral.
talk about
Yeah,
this as kind of
exactly.
Just like a setup, and then we'll talk about the specifics. So there's 3 sets of things that we're doing on the character modernization front in 7.7. We're making some continued updates to definition changes. These are some things we've kind of talked
Okay.
about a little bit in the past. We're going to give you some specifics. We have
Chiss is not going to be moldy no more.
as
Oh,
well.
yeah, the moldly
And
Chiss
then something- I
skin.
don't remember if we had. I feel like nostalgia tells me that I've talked about this on a live stream before. We have. Great, we have talked about this before. Thank
Oh,
you,
good.
Jackie.
Then we can talk about it today.
Great. Otherwise, we would have been in so much trouble because
It looks so horrible, and I'm so hyped for this. Yeah, like it's like yeah, getting your text, get the texture on your Chiss back is a massive W. So yeah.
One by one. Definition changes.
All right, let's
what
see
are we
this.
doing about definition changes in 7.7?
So, in order to adhere to the modernization effort that we have to bring the
And it does open a
fidelity
lot
level
of doors for other
to
species too.
other
Yes, that's very
NPCs
true.
levels with your player character, but still respect the fact that we want your character that you're used to look the way you prefer it to. We are eliminating a lot of the programmatic smoothing that we had applied to the updated texture sets, and we are bringing that back into artist control to more strategically define where those
Okay, that's good.
Sharpenings and smoothings are located.
Okay, yeah,
we are
that
really
like
happy with where
like
this is
that's
now,
good.
and we
That's
hope
good.
that you will be too.
That looks a lot better.
This will be an ongoing effort. We are likely never be done with these kinds of things, but we still want to bring the characters into the modern era, respective of
Simple Bridgerton,
people's
hey, welcome to the
opinions
chat,
and
man.
preferences as to the way they should.
Welcome.
Yeah, because again,
Happy to
something
have
we
you.
talked about this, I think, kind of after our first wave of this is kind of where we had leaned in the first place was a very
Like,
programmatic
so I
approach to
knew,
this, right?
like,
So it's
I knew that this was going to be something
has
that
to
they were
be
going to constantly be
one-off,
working
right?
on.
And now we're
Like,
kind
I
of going
really
back to that,
did.
so artists can kind of have
Because
more
I was like,
direct touch
it-
on where
I knew it was going to be one of those things where they were constantly trying to build it and make it better, because I was like, yeah, it looks like they flipped a switch in like their software, and people were like AI, and like, no, it's not AI. Like the way the tools of these engines work is that you basically have the program that's able to like flip switches or turn dials, and then a couple of dials just got turned in a weird direction and people didn't like it. So I'm happy that they're going back and changing a lot of this and putting it back in what they said, artist control. I know exactly what they mean by that. Hi, I'm new here. A friend of mine mentioned me to you. Oh, hey. Well, I'm happy that my name's getting around. Welcome to the chat, man.
Technical terms that I'm using as an artist.
That's very technical. You're right on.
Yeah,
Right
exactly.
on.
Yep. Next up,
The way they handle stuff in communication wise has been horrible. Oh, no, it has been.
If I say something that's incorrect, but
Okay.
when we made the
Oh.
original set of
No
updates
more moldy
on
chiss.
modernization, in a way, Chiss almost wasn't on our list.
Yeah.
Chiss because we had kind of updated humans.
Updated
Chiss is
humans,
what
yeah.
In a way, used.
Yeah.
And so this is
Right.
kind of us going back and touching up Chiss.
Right.
with
Exactly.
those effects.
Not to get too far into the details, but certain texture assets were shared across the two species.
Yeah.
And affecting one affected the other. So we've separated that out a bit, and
I actually can confirm that. I've been working a lot with the SWTOR slicers tools for a lore video that I've been working on for months, and there are a lot of overlaps in the assets for humans and Chiss, especially with the textures and stuff like that. I've seen it, so they're not lying. It's very much it's very, very accurate, because like if I don't know if anyone's ever messed with game design, but like when you're designing games, a lot of people talk down on it, but if you have something that could be used somewhere else, you do that, because there's no point in building it again from the ground up if you can use it somewhere else. So it makes sense to me that it's just like, oh yeah, Chiss got changed because they share the same assets. It makes a lot of sense. Friend told me that you're a longtime SWTOR player. You told me you have experience with fan fiction and short stories. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. I see no difference. They say don't look as good as they used to, but it's better. They're like I would say, if you can't see a difference, like go back and look at it. Like look closer at it. There's definitely a difference. It's a lot smoother. The wrinkles, like Mako doesn't look like she gained like 50 years. It's nuts.
we've gone through and spent a lot of time trying to iron out a lot of discrepancies and inconsistencies with those textures.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Model assets.
Yep. Yeah. So here's some of the cleanup we've done with which is I'm very excited for this as someone who my personal main has been a Chiss since day one, so looks great.
A lot better. A ton better. I see some differences. I still have issues with the lip style. Oh yeah, for like that is a lot better. That's immensely better. There's still some craziness I see with like the nose right here, and on the other side. Oh god, those lips. There is like dimpling. There's some more like wrinkles and stuff here, but like they said, this is a continuous effort. So the eye bags and wrinkles in the Chiss are super prominent because of the coloration. Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna show up more on Chiss because they have a skin color that's really gonna make it stand out. It's not. It does look better though. It looks a lot better. The lips. I don't know what's up with the lips. The lips are are a whole thing. So the nuances of human skin tones are like fire alarms. yeah, it's true. It's very true. But it doesn't look horrible. It looks a lot better. I'm okay with this.
Excited for Chiss.
I'm
Last-
excited for you.
Thank you. Love it. Last one. I know this is one you're very personally excited about, and not
Oh,
that you're
yeah.
not excited about all of this, but
Well, some of it.
parity between the preview window and the video game people play.
Right.
The live world outside of it. What does that mean, and why is that important?
I'm
The
wondering if
reason
it's
it was a
possible
problem
because
before
because
the
I'm studying Blender.
virtual
Oh yeah,
stages
for
were
real.
used for the
It
preview
is
window
possible.
And the targeting window and the character monetization, or not monetization, customization screens.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot of terms
so
here.
appearance designer, your character portrait, and
Right.
the live game
Right.
do not all look different than what the preview window does.
Correct.
Yeah.
Those did not have embedded reflections or correct specular lighting conditions. So when
Yeah.
you would preview something that was very heavily dependent on reflections or specular, it wouldn't render properly compared
Yeah.
to when you equip it. So that's a big problem if we're trying to add value to things that have heavy reflections.
So now you don't
just
build up a
aren't
fit
able
thinking
to
it looks
see
fire, but
those
that's what the
look
shiny
on
butt
your
plug in
character
actually.
when
Exactly.
you had applied them or equipped them.
That's
We're trying to
really
raise the
important
level of
though.
consistency
That's a good
between
change.
The preview window stages and the actual game so that it's a better representation of what you're about to equip or purchase.
Right. Yeah. So, and especially this is important for, to your point, armor sets that have reflective components.
Yeah, like this
on
is
either
this is good.
dies equipped on reflective pieces or specular dies. Right. In those components, it's especially where it's the most.
Yeah, they have
You
a
don't want
really
to do
strict
is
rule
preview
regarding
something
modding. Sadly, yeah, they really do. If I could find a way to add a toggle at character to the 7.6, would love. Although I hear the modding isn't allowed in SWTOR hashtag said. Yeah, like the modding can. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not
They
exactly what it
they
looks
don't
like.
like. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like the engine they're using, you don't want to try. Hero Engine is like I hate it. It's the worst thing. Like, I swear to God, this game would be better if they moved to Unity.
Yep.
We wanted to not be misleading in what you see is what you get.
Right.
Kind of situation.
And then we called it out on the first slide. We don't
Not trying
actually
to.
have
It's
slide
like trying to
there,
hang a
but everything we
roll of
talked
wet
about is
toilet.
kind of
Yeah,
parity
exactly.
across the game, and so the art and engineering teams have
Hang a
also
roll
done
of wet
lot of
paper
work on
towel.
bringing, graphical parity between
All right.
NPCs. Your
Character
player
monetization is a dub.
and
I think that's
other
good. They should
players as well.
have the
That's
Final
something
Fantasy
that's
VII engine, but it's old but moddable.
3 components of
Yeah,
character,
Square
your
Enix
player
isn't letting that
character,
engine go though.
Other player characters
Like,
and NPCs
I'm gonna
that
show you
all
guys an
do slightly
engine
different
that you guys
reasons that we have to have the game.
once you
But
guys see this engine, you're gonna
we
want a
have
Star Wars game in this engine
spent a lot of
yesterday.
work bringing those consistency
When we're done with
levels
this, I'll show you an
so
engine
that
because then
each
we have another
individual
video to react to.
experience
It's a
is
short
more
video, but I want to show you
consistent
this.
and there's not a big jarring difference between someone with the exact same settings over here and you on screen.
Right. Yep.
It's a good modernization change.
Yeah. That's a part of the preview window changes that the.
It affects the character portrait as well. I'm not familiar with the engine. I only know Unreal Hero, Hero and Frosty. I hear Frosty as hell. Frostbite. If you're to Frosty, is referring to Frostbite. Frostbite only sucks when you're trying to force other games into it because it's an engine that's made for Battlefield.
Because again, all this is just going to continue to be an ongoing process.
Right.
Yep. We're continuing to work on modernization as we've talked
Alright.
about since the very beginning
Alright.
of this. The thing that's important for us, I think, is that we want to make sure that we lock this down, get to a place that we feel comfortable with it. We feel like you're comfortable with it.
DAI. What's DAI?
Species.
Dragon. Dragon is Inquisition. Yeah, it's Frostbite. And it's Frostbite. And Frostbite, like, if you ever hear what was going on with Dragon Age Inquisition at the time, that it was Dragon Age Inquisition at the time, you'll hear a lot of interviews with people that were like devs that were working people that were working on it, right? And it's because EA likes to force people to use Frostbite, but Frostbite is made for Battlefield. Like, the Frostbite engine was an engine that was made by DICE for Battlefield games. And trying to force other games into Frostbite doesn't work well. It didn't work well with Dragon Age. It didn't work well with Anthem, because they tried to do it with Anthem. And like, everyone at BioWare that was working on Anthem said it was a nightmare trying to force Anthem into the Frostbite engine, because it's not made for that. It's made for Battlefield. So if you're trying to make a game that's like Battlefield, then it's good. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, they said it was a nightmare trying to get a Mass Effect game to work in Frostbite. That's just not, because it's not what it's designed for. And Frostbite's not meant to be moddable either, because none of the Battlefield games are moddable. It's like some of the older ones, maybe they're moddable now because, you know, technology gets better and people are able to find ways to do it now. But Frostbite's not meant to be modded. Straight up.
I'm not gonna tell. I'm not even gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I can tell him.
Keith says he knows.
Yeah. We just don't let him near microphone.
Right.
So that's that.
All right.
So let's
Yeah.
It's a meaty stream. I don't know what our timestamp is at.
You don't have a watch.
I don't. What? Oh, 124? Well, that's more than an hour, so you should have gotten your drum and house reward by now.
Yeah.
Let's recap Game Update 7.7 Dynamic Worlds. Galactic
This
Grand,
section
that's
right
the full
here,
update, so
W.
that's, once again, as soon as we have
This is a W, and this. The character modernization update's W. That explains why EA loved using Frostbite. Yeah, they liked using Frostbite because Battlefield looked good. Like, and you can, like, if you played Battlefront, like, you've seen, like, just wait, there's more. Okay, don't worry, I'm excited. But like, yeah, if you played Battlefront, it was made in Frostbite. But that's because Battlefront is a Battlefield adjacent type game. They didn't have to do a lot of stripping down and rebuilding of the engine to make Battlefront. But that's the big difference.
53, along with new augments. Again, look for details on all that stuff. All coming there. PvP Season 8. Narshada Nightlife is coming back.
Yeah.
New dynamic encounters are coming across.
So far, 3 dubs. Not enough to get me to come back to the game, but there's 3 dubs.
With 7.7, but I guess it worked out nicely that we did.
It's more.
It's now a total of 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't like it. Modern flashing is a match. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't like it. They hate modders.
Across.
Which is dumb, because modders are your community, and your community is what keeps your game alive.
The whole game. We have new cartel market items.
That's right.
Very excited about a lot of that stuff. And then the character modernization updates that we just talked about as well. So just so much exciting stuff.
Listen, do you smell that?
I don't think you listen with your nose.
That is the smell of one more thing.
Did I miss something on another stream?
I think you did, because there's a gap down there.
I started Valorant thriving despite it being like a 4 or 5 year old farming sim game. Exactly.
There's a PowerPoint. I don't run.
That'd be cute. What kind of thing would we be missing?
How about we look at the next slide?
I guess so. So we've heard that players like to customize their characters.
I think it happens.
So, and so the thing that we took a look at is what if we, I think greatly would be a fair adjective here, expanded the color customization, skin tone options that players had across alien species.
I think that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
There were a few before, you could say it that way, and now there are a great many now.
What the frick? How?
Effectively, you can look at the video, and I'll talk over this video of
With words.
Of words. For I think it's 6 or 7 alien species. You'll see on the next slide.
Right.
We have added a great many.
There's so many
color options, many of which are highly requested. Like
what the? There's so many.
Some of them are great. Yeah. So if we want to go to the next slide, we can see exactly what the specifics are. Right. So we have now added. You can see the numbers, but Cathar, Chiss, Miriam.
That's so many. That's so many. What the hell? What? What the? That's so many. I mean, this just reinforces the fact that it's like Space Barbie, but what the frick? That's so many. That's so. I'm excited about the Twi'leks. I'm excited about the Togruta. I'm definitely excited about the Chiss. I'm Cathars. Listen, more skin color for cat. Yes, cat girls. Freaking Togruta. Oh. guys, okay. This is a dub. This is a okay. This is a dub. That's a dub. Like I gotta give that. This like four W's out of this entire stream. I would check out my tunes that look back at 7.7 character modernization launch. Yeah, and keep in mind they're also working on a new playable race 2. They announced that last stream. They don't say anything further that big thunks. Listen, like new playable race. I mean, it's going to be human adjacent. I'm okay, fine. Oh, God, I just want a new class. That's one thing I want. New playable race is okay. I mean, like, if I'm judging the game on what the game is and not what I want it to be, that's fine. I want to look like a cyber zombie and walk around a corpse animated by the augments. They will never add a new class. I think they will. They have to. It's like, I think something is cooking and they will not talk about it until they're sure, but they have to. Think about how old the game is. Think about how old Star Wars The Old Republic is, and then compare it to the Lifeline, compare it to the life of other MMOs and how many classes, I would say even mid-tier MMOs have by the time they get to year 14. Look, how many classes does World of Warcraft have? And they're approaching, I think they just hit 20? They just hit 20 years. Think about that. They have to. I only play Final Fantasy 14. No, just like look it up. Like look up how many classes are in like MMOs and think about how many, like even if you look at Final Fantasy, how often do they add a new class to the game? They do it often.
Nautilin, Sith Purebloods, Togruta, and Twi'lek have now each received
A great many.
There's
That's also 7.
There's also 7.
Not 7 options, 7 species.
Jesus Christ, there was 7s. How did we get so many 7s in this update? I wish that I could say we planned that.
That's why Bungie does 7s.
These 7 species have received many customizations, and the caveat that I will call out.
That is one of the SWTOR tumors I feel. I feel like the lack of new classes absolutely hindered them. Yes.
Access to this species.
Right.
You have access to all of the skin colors.
I would love to come back to SWTOR, but I'm waiting for character modernization to be fixed.
1.7.7's out.
It looks like it's getting fixed right now.
Make a blue Cathar or a purple Twi'lek.
Enjoy all the myriad new colors we have offerings in the whatever window it is.
Yeah, they are vast. So, and
it's not horrible.
Let's go back to the actual recap, which is
another bullet point.
We did now add one more bullet point. So I won't go through the whole thing again because it's the same thing except
we keep talking.
New customization options. The one thing, 2 things that are not on the slide that I will mention. PTS. When can I check these things out? So our plan for PTS is that PTS will be live either today or tomorrow, as far as we can tell.
Today or tomorrow.
It should be live.
Great accuracy, guys.
The only thing.
Valid, I have to stop playing because of my chest look moldy and gross. Yeah, I hope it looked good, but I mean this isn't the but I mean this in the nicest way possible. I don't trust them much. No, dude. You don't have to quantify that. I don't trust them either. I don't trust these devs as far as I can throw them. Are you kidding me?
Last question you'll always ask. When's 7.7 coming out? Not far from now. We're targeting end of May or early June. Our plan is once we go to PTS, it'll probably be a pretty fast PTS cycle. We're really close. So we'll go to PTS. We'll check it out. Make sure everything looks pretty buttoned up.
Bro, yeet, exactly.
Pretty quickly with launch date. So that's us for 7.7.
That's it. You want to take some calls from the public?
We need like a phone to be like, hey,
is this a call-in show?
First time, long time.
Right.
Let me talk call me. Let me call. Let me call.
I feel like you really brought a lot to the table. Thanks,
It
everybody.
took 2 years to get a story update. Trust is something that is that they lost a long time ago. Facts.
We need to keep saying 7.
Hey, did they say anything about PvE or is it just non-existent? They're doing Master Mode XR53. That's it.
True, we did it. 7 people on the stream. I'm gonna go play the lottery. Everyone play lottery. Everyone play 7. We'll all split it together. I don't 7's. And it's not like the lottery is one number. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've been in this chair too long. Thank you all for joining us for the 7.7 live stream. I hope you're excited as we are about this game update. This one is a big, juicy one. This is one of the longest streams I feel like we've had because there's just so much content in it.
It's technically PvE. Yeah.
If you're excited as we are, please.
Oh yeah. Dynamic encounters. Yes, there's more dynamic encounters coming. They're coming to the capital planets and the starter planets.
Keep yelling random stuff.
This is better than the last stream, but then again, I had explosive diarrhea, and that was better than the last stream.
This massive beast, who might be at their desks watching us
We
or
really
not and
appreciate
working on it. Yeah, couldn't happen without.
And to be fair, they pushed back of the story content likely due to the strike with SAG-AFTRA. No, no. You're right about that. Here's my whole problem. Here is my whole problem with the SAG-AFTRA thing. All I wanted them to do was to say it. If something was going on because of the strikes, I just wanted them to say it. Come out and say it. Don't be vague. This is not that was not the time to be vague. Well, see, think about it is, like, legally, most companies can't. Bungie was able to say something. Because remember, they said that because of the strikes, they weren't able to have Zivo or Roth's lines, or, who was the other one? Or, the voice actor for Salone, Deputy Commander Salone. And that was because of the strikes. Bungie was able to at least say that, hey, strikes are one of the reasons why these voice lines will be missing. So what makes Bungie special and Broadsword different? If they who knows? Who knows? It could be something legally with EA, within EA that's a line on them, or it could be literally that EA has said don't mention the strikes or something like that. Which, frankly, come on, we're talking about EA here. So it could be something like that. But even if it is like policy by EA, hey, don't say anything about it, that's still messed up. They should allow these developers to be to say what's going on with the game. Miho and Multimillion Company couldn't say it outright. So many characters were not voiced. Most companies simple state that there are conflicts to avoid being pinged for fines. Yeah, the strikes are public knowledge, so EA would have no ground to stand on. It's Mihoyo, that's the Genshin Impact guys, right? Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, but see, I would be fine if there are conflicts with the voice actors, but Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, yeah. So if they were to come out and say something like that, if they said something as minuscule as what Mihoyo had to say, it's oh, hey, there are conflicts with what's going on with some of our actors or blah, 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 blah. That would be fine. But they're being so vague. They're being so vague about it that they can't expect people who aren't dialed in like us to know. In the past, I used to say the SWTOR devs seem tone deaf and passionless and extend out of touch. I get by passionless and out of touch, yes. Now they can't go into the specifics as to why the strikes are happening, but broad strikes, yeah, strikes are going on, that's fine. I feel like due to them being American based, they're super cautious. Who knows? Maybe. I just it's we're dialed in. We know what's going on, but that's not everyone. And there is it's with how much corporate speak all of these companies put out, they definitely could have said something, or at least said something minor. But anyway, so I wanted to find this. So wait one sec. We were talking about game engine. We're talking about game engines. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You guys, as soon as we're not gonna watch this whole thing because this whole thing is 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes long. But this company is literally designed this engine for this game, and the whole goal is to license it out for other companies to use in the development of their games. And as soon as you see a few minutes of this, you're gonna want the next Star Wars game in this engine. I'm telling you. I watched this in slow-mo. It took me an hour, just because I was I wanted to see everything that was going on. I don't have much hope to the game, to be honest, with the times and memories, but I don't have much faith. Same. To be honest, after Disney, I have little excitement for new Star Wars stuff outside of Rebels, Fallen Order, and Survivor. Same. So remember, this is all being captured in engine. Yeah, I heard Andor's pretty good too. Remember, guys, in engine. I will say the past, like Vet used to be my favorite female Bioware character out of SWTOR, Mass Effect, and Vet used to be one of my favorites too. I think my favorite though, out of all the Bioware games, out of all the EA games, I would have time to think about that. Seamless transition from space to ground. All right, Timbo Bridgerton, you're getting banned from my chat. Sorry. Can't have a Miranda lover. I hate Miranda. I hate Miranda. If I could throw her out an airlock, I would. Are you guys seeing this? This, like, and see, the thing about it is, no one believed it. This is being done at the same time. This is sick. See, I like this. It's neat, but I am particularly picky. I suppose I got there's certain aspects of video games these days and their creation. Oh no, me too. It's like I get it, but thing about it is, like, I'm fine. Like, this is really a show off of a tool. I am all for if the tools were if the tools. Yeah, because it's about the people who are using the tool. If the people that are using the tool are doing good, then I'm fine. I want good people. It's like, if I have a problem, I call a good plumber. If I have a problem with my plumbing, I call a good plumber. I want good plumbers. That's what I want. See, this is like this is a little bit of a marketing. This is marketing for a game, but it's also marketing for a tool. The thing is, if you guys have seen this, this is the engine that Star Citizen is built in. This is literally the same engine that they're developing Star Citizen in. And I've played Star Citizen. It's sick. It's amazing. Like, it gets like, hold on, wait, let me see. There's like one part. Yeah, I was like, this transition right here. Okay, so watch. Look at this. Tell me you don't want a Star Wars game in this engine. Tell me you don't want a Star Wars MMO in this engine. Especially if you give it to a good company who can develop a Star Wars game and use this engine in a way that we always wanted to see a Star Wars game. Oh, of course. I don't trust Disney, EA, or BioWare either. Think about it, there's other options for people who can make Star Wars games now. My worry with these games ideas of being so jam-packed with textures, scrolling scenery, and big beefy game engines, and it's wind up requiring a brand new graphics card to run, which I just got to be outperformed within 5 years. Oh no, that's a problem. Like that is a problem. You see, the thing about it is that's why you need good devs who know how to use the tools. Like that's the difference between good devs and bad devs. Good devs know how to use the tools. Like that's the difference. That's the difference. Good devs that know how to use the tools. All right. So my final thoughts on the SWTOR live stream. You don't get that with EA, Disney, or modern BioWare. Absolutely not. My final thoughts on the SWTOR dev stream. It was better than the last one. The last one was dumb. The last one was infuriating. This one wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. I absolutely did not hate it. It was like there was parts of it that I was like, this could have been a freaking blog post. I don't care. I wish they would stop. Last one could have. Yeah, no, legitimately, the last one could have been a post. Like legitimately, I was like, when it was done, I was like, this could have been a whole thing. Could have been a blog post. I don't give an F. But this one at least had some good stuff in it. Showing off the character modernization. The character modernization stuff is good because that's a sore spot for a lot of people. So I'm happy that got showed off. Adding more dynamic encounters was good. But most of this stream, I don't know. I'm still like, it's really hard for me to give any of it positivity because I'm coming from a place where I want the game to be better, and I don't think any of the stuff in the game, the stuff that they're adding, is going to make the game better, but not in the way I want them to. If I was gonna say anything, this stream is mid. Dev stream was mid. There was some things that were surprising. They actually pulled a question from chat. I didn't think they were ever going to do that. So SWTOR has a ton of potential, and it just needs the right people to get behind the wheel to realize it. I'm out of my mind. I'm not putting my hopes in its revival, but it's a start. Yeah, exactly. I'm not putting my hope. Yeah, that's literally where I'm at with all of these dev streams. That's about that. That sums up precisely how I feel. It's a start, but I'm not holding my breath. It's like I could sit back and hope all day. But here's the thing: if I sit back and hope all day, is that hurting me, or is that hurting me? Because I'm pretty sure that's just hurting myself. If I try to have all of these expectations and they're not going to be. No cool titles on this one. Yeah. No cool titles on that engine, dude. Yeah, you're right. But I'm never getting hopeful. I might do a stream where I play some of the dynamic encounters. That could be fun. Yes, had low expectations, but having hope hurts when it comes to this game. No, hey guys, if you guys are lurking in the chat, I love you guys. I love my lurkers. No pressure to chat or anything like that. But if you guys like the content, hit the follow button so you guys can be notified next time I go live. We're here every Saturday, unless my life is on fire. Then we're not here every Saturday. It could be a mix, I suppose. You aren't wrong for wanting to get it, but after this long, holding out hope so desperately is self-inflicting wound. Exactly. And I definitely don't want to keep hurting myself, you know? It's just like it's not fun. So, yes, that is. All right. Guys, new game. I got into the preview for this game, and I'm super happy to be playing it on stream. It's new. I think I'm gonna move. Hold on, I'll move myself. There we go. All right. So, if you guys don't know, this is Wildgate. This is made by a bunch of ex-Blizzard devs. The studio was called Dreamhaven, and I'm all for people who split off from massive companies to do their own thing, and I think it's worth a shot. The only thing I did in this game is I did the tutorial to figure out how it works. Is that WoW's company? Yes. Okay, so this game is made by people who left Activision Blizzard to build a game, and I'm here for it. I did the tutorial. That's about it. So let's see what this game has to offer. This game is crossplay, but you have to like link your Dreamhaven account, and I haven't done that yet. This game looks like fun, and I have 3 people to invite, but I think, oh gosh, when did it end? I can't remember when it ends. Dreamhaven sponsor me, and I'll give people keys. I'm new to learning about MMORPGs. I'm more into single players. I enjoy some group stuff, so I mostly play Final Fantasy 14 and SWTOR somewhat. This isn't, you know, I feel you. There's a lot of people who are into single player. I play MMOs for the social aspect. All right.
Lights, camera, adventure.
All right, I'll fly the ship. We have 1:18. I want to fly. You know what? No, I'll let that guy fly. All right, so basically you go into space and you get like treasure. That is like, that's the goal of this game. Oh, let me check. All right, this should be good. Yeah, so basically the goal is to go out into space and you find treasure and you bring it back to the Wildgate. I enjoy being able to do both while I can remember being able to have options to do stuff. What? There's freaking bug things? Oh, so it's kind of like PvP. There are like other players, and you guys are all kind of like going for treasure. I don't think you can hurt each other in this right now, though. Yeah, you can't hurt each other right now. This is fun, though. Match begins, and all right. I'm not saving up for games like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm also keeping an Expedition 33. I heard Expedition 33 is amazing. I heard Expedition 33 is like amazing, and I'm so here for it. Dude, yes, I'm so here for it. Oh, dude, this guy's already going.
What a marvel.
Ship ammo low.
All right, so this guy's on a probe. So it's like you basically have to go out there and like scan for stuff, and then it's like you guys kind of like run the ship together.
It's the most dangerous place. I can't wait to see more. I should use a probe to gather information.
Bro, if this dude crashes the ship, I'm gonna laugh. Gives me GSF flashbacks. I hated doing GSF. It's nowhere near as bad.
Sensing artifact signature detected.
Stay alert.
This is almost like an extraction shooter, where it's like you find loot and you have to get it out, but you work in a team, and I don't think it's like you drop everything. You drop everything when you die. I'm pretty sure that's not what it is, but there's like 3 teams in the area.
Heaven here for those that need it.
Quad cannon, upgrade base weapon volley. Wait. So is this like an upgrade for the ship? Oh, it is an upgrade for the ship. Upgrade. Let's go.
On the front.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Wait, so you also go out there and get upgrades for your ship.
Oxygen's here. I don't know much about these enemies, viewers, and that
All right.
troubles me.
All right, so we're looking for cool stuff. Looking for cool stuff. Oh.
Evan here, for those that need it. Taking a turbine.
Oh, is this just like oxygen? Okay, yeah, it's just like oxygen. Also, I also mean to just say I want a character modernization toggle. No, I don't think it's mean. Plant jet. Attach to the ship, and then shoot it. Fires a jet, pushing the ship. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to shoot the ship. I feel like that's a good way to get everyone killed if I do something. I just want to drop it. I think I'm just gonna drop it. I don't think that's actually anything useful. As far as I can tell, that's nothing useful. The environment kind of reminds me of Fortnite. You know, a little bit, like, it kind of feels like that. What happens if I shoot it now? What happens if I shoot it? Okay, nothing happens if I shoot it. Bad, sorry, had to grab my Japanese cheesecake from the fridge. Nice. Japanese cheesecake? Lit.
Yes.
Uncontrolled acceleration detected.
Cameron? Yeah, can we have a licensing check? At the turret.
Alright, so we... Alright, hold on, wait. I'm gonna get on a probe again. Wait, what's that? What is this? Alright. Alright, so we're getting close. Oh, this dude's lighting fireworks low.
Probe exploration begins.
Oh, someone got destroyed.
I should man a probe and look around.
Alright, let's man a probe and look around.
This place would make for a whole episode of adventures.
Loot viable rogue AI containment. Okay. That's the wild. No, that's an artifact over there. I know people are going to be running for the artifact. That's just kind of like what the point of the game is. All right. All right. What's this?
Reactor cooling.
Reactor health going up. Venture on health.
Wait, are we taking damage? All right. I guess we can go out now. All right.
Point the camera there. Yes.
I like this. This is fun. This feels chill. Like, this feels really chill. I mean, I assume it probably only feels chill right now because I'm not getting attacked by other players.
All right. Find the fuel cells. Plug them into the generators.
Oh, okay. So we have to. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. So, like, not gonna lie, our blender, I make. Haven't gamed much lately. I have not been into gaming. No, like that's understandable. Like, if you sometimes it feels like a lot, dude.
Have it here for those that need it.
Sometimes it just feels like a lot. And as someone who has a day job that's pretty demanding, like, one of the reasons why I really want to do content creation is because even though it's just like, oh hey, content creation is like a lot of work. It's like, yeah, but it's like I get to play games, I get to make videos about them, I get to make videos about the games I like. Like, even though I don't play SWTOR, I'm probably still gonna do a lore videos about stuff that happens in SWTOR because I think it's interesting and fun. Like, and plus, I don't think there's really anyone who really like does that. Like, I mean, well, let me rephrase that. There's people that do it, but I don't think there's a lot of people that do it to the level I think that we actually could. Like, really can be done. Like, I had so much fun doing that Eternity Vault video. It was so good. What are these? Alright. That was dumb of me. If it would have exploded in my face, I would have laughed.
Right? What's next?
I'm trying to watch TV shows and write fan fictions. Also, are you okay with me talking about the vet romance or the romance that makes you feel ick? No. Even your raid team was super sweet and helpful. Oh yeah, they were really, yeah, it was really freaking awesome.
Have it here for those that need it. Zygon down.
The freaking snot monsters. Oh wait, that's glass.
Zygon down. Creature down.
Oh, big snot monster. Big snot monster. There's a little snot monster that came out of him.
Zygon down. What an interesting species.
Ow! Where did that come from?
Another one down.
I'll punch you right in the GABA. You're a big vet fan? No, dude, I don't blame you. Vet's sick.
Are you seeing this?
As my head canon character in the ships, I'm excited about my Star Wars vet. I love the male Wrath and vet. Look, dude, it's like, dude, if you're freaking like, if that's like the thing you're into, like, dude, go for it. I love it. Oh, it's not, this power cell doesn't fit there. Oh, and these doors are locked.
Oxygen's here.
Write about the things you're into, man. Always do that.
It's available. Spectacular.
Maybe it'll be down here? Oh, no, no, no. We came from down here. My friend told me he gave some advice on fanfic writing, and he told me he forgot it, though. Watch you chill. Thunderclap fan. Lol, Panini Press. I see how it is. It is a Panini Press.
Storm barrier activated on the left.
Oh, we're being attacked. We're being attacked.
Let's get it plugged in.
Quad cannon installed on the front.
Where are they at? Where are they at?
Reactive cooling.
We need more ice.
Oh, turn it around, dude. Turn it around. Turn it around.
My ice is detectable style shit.
Oh, no. Where's the other turret? It's not the best player ship, I'm sorry. It's okay to be wrong.
Reactor cooling.
Reactor health going up. Ready on turret.
Is no one else shooting this goddamn ship? Or am I the only one?
In range. Reactor temperature rising.
I got it.
Coolant ready.
Truly magnificent creature. Also explodes.
Oh, did our ship blow up? Well, that was a wash. I'm still learning. Like this game is cool. All right, hold on. 1 sec. I'll be right back. I'm back with hot dogs. It feels like Sea of Thieves in space, and I really like Sea of Thieves. Can I play something else? Apparently not. How's Wildgate? Dude, I only played one match so far, but I mean, it's PvE VP. Sea of Thieves is a It was a game where you like a game where you play as a pirate and you go around and like get treasure and stuff like that. But there's also players that will engage you in like ship to ship combat. A lot of fun. Oh wait, what? Cancel. Practice versus AI. Yeah, I'm gonna try versus AI before I go and get this other player. Late May, early July. Yeah. I asked them the character monetization stuff might come, might be coming out. That's what they said. I'm sorry. I kindled one. Thank you. Spamming my freaking Discord. Is no one doing Call versus AI? Of course they're not. Alright, no. I wasn't watching the stream until I came up. Yeah. So bye a lot, dude. Happy to have you. Always happy to have you, man. I'm playing a couple rounds of this, yeah, then I'm gonna jump back into Wild Assault. Nova, have you seen Wild Assault? Have you seen anything about Wild Assault? No. This is Wildgate. This is the other game I'm playing tonight is called Wild Assault. Have you ever heard of it? Kind of loony being told that TOR is actually rewarding gameplay. That hasn't been a thing since like it's weird because it's like not gear, but like what is it? They added 7 more dynamic encounters and they added them to like starter plants and capital worlds, and the rewards are like decorations. I mean, it's not gear, but it's decorations. So that was just shocking in itself. I returned from the Shadowlands ads. But no, not this game. This is Wildgate. The other game is Wild Assault. And if you haven't, don't look it up. Do not look it up. We're going to be playing tonight, and I want to see your reaction in chat.
Torpedo safeties removed. Ship AI report. Status green.
Whatever you're expecting, it's nothing what you're expecting.
Eyes sharp. There's an artifact to discover.
Piloting the spacecraft.
Alright, let's get around this big rock.
Rogue away. This place would make for a whole episode of adventure.
When a Dark Tide Battlegate is fairly how easy. We're gonna lose a lower player. Oh no, for real. What? Oh god dang. It's really hard to see how close something is. Oh wait, it's up there. I am on a probe. This dude's like jumping ahead of me. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get away from the rut. I have to learn, right? How close am I?
Another of the Reach's more sinister locales.
God dang, this ship is big. I did not realize the ship was that big.
I don't know much about these enemies, viewers, and that troubles me.
Are you serious?
Landing complete. Well done.
Man, it's really hard to get a handle on this ship. Alright, well, how about this? I'm gonna back up. Stop spamming! I love how it got you for spamming for no reason. I have no idea why. I have no idea why it tagged you for spamming. Alright. Spin around.
On the front. Quad cannon installed on the front. Smuggler's turn installed on the rear.
Alright, come back down.
Setting up probe.
Really? Collision alert? Oh my god! God, this thing is hard. No, it's not you for spamming. This thing is like hard. Man, this thing is like, oh my god. Okay, all right, there it is. Back it up. Back it up. Then I will break. All right. Man. Because I responded in real time probably, and I typed quickly, so it fire off minutes
Use a
quickly.
probe to gather information. I'll steer the vessel.
Oh, bro, you guys believe it? No, okay. Oh, wait. There we go. Play Elite Dangerous. That game is hard to play, but I love it. Listen, Elite Dangerous scares me. See, handling mechanics looks big annoying. The handling mechanics look big annoying. They're not like annoying. It's like, it's like learning to drive a semi truck. That's what I'm feeling. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like learning to drive a semi truck. With fanfiction writing, what is the best platform? I know the most popular is AO3, FFnet, Wattpad, wherever. Wherever you want to write and post your fanfiction, that's just the best place to do it. Here's the thing, don't try to be like, oh, I'm trying to min-max for like, don't try to like min-max for like people to find it. Dude, just write it and put it out there. I used to post my stuff on a roleplay forum I played on. That's where I used to post online. Elite Dangerous is better than Star Citizen? Here's the thing. I tell people all the time, like, no, cancel. I tell people all the time, I don't want a game as a job. I don't want a game as a job. I enjoyed Star Citizen. I enjoy Star Citizen. Think about it, like it's like if I don't like, and like that's what Elite Dangerous feels like. Elite Dangerous feels like a job. Star Citizen feels like fun. I know someone who does. I love gaming, but I never wanted to do it as a full-time job. Vibe. Fanfiction, like anyone who tells you fanfiction isn't worth it is dumb, because I'm just like, bro, like every single writer you know cut their teeth writing fanfiction. Every single one.
Enemy ship detected.
There isn't a single writer in the world. There isn't a single writer in the world who's never written fanfiction, didn't cut their teeth writing fanfiction, or never took the time to do it.
It's fascinating. The
Like, George R.R. Martin wrote fan fiction. Shakespeare wrote fan fiction. Half of George Lucas's stuff before he wrote Star Wars was fan fiction. It's just a fact.
I detect alien life forms.
Multiple hostile ships in range.
The artifact. The ultimate discovery.
I got it. I'm heading out. Oh, is this not the exit? What the frick? Oh, and I can't teleport back. Where did they go?
The ultimate discovery. Viewers, let's keep going.
Wait, is it gonna let us out?
Multiple hostile ships in range.
Wait, where are they going? How did they get over there? Oh, the door open. The door's open. I'm supposed to use tags because I use Tumblr a lot. I mean, if you want to, dude. Like I said, the only time I've ever posted my stuff online is when I wrote MLP fanfiction. And that was on a specific site that was made for MLP fanfiction. That's a fact. I mean, like if you want to use tags, especially if you at least want to post it in a place where it will get discovered, I'd say use them. Writing fan fiction also helps you get good at feedback from consumers when you want to write your own original stuff. Yes, that's very true. You have a big nose? What does that have to do with anything? You know, after earning a 9 to 5 and it's long into a 9 to 5, but at night, I see why you. This is why you're called Birdface. Or like some Jews, it's all good. Shut up, dude. I didn't even realize what you were saying, dude. I was focused. Yep, you were right. Yes, I wrote MLP fanfiction back in the day. I was I was weird. I used to write Antalya fanfiction, it's fine. Bro, not only did I write like MLP fanfiction, it was like MLP Star Wars crossover fanfiction. Like you can actually still find it. Like and like kind of want to post a link to it. Just to like, because like I went back and read it not too long ago, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I've come a long way. A long way as a writer. I'm trying to write SWTOR fanfiction. I want to try other fanfiction. Like don't try to force yourself into something you don't want to do though. Like find a fan like a fandom that you're already a part of and that you already like, and then just write something for that. And write whatever you want. Whatever you want. Could also do crossover, yeah. Like what is it?
Wildgate.
I literally.
The adventure never ends.
I literally. Ooh.
I do love that device.
What is that? Shield device. 10% all shields. Fly quickly.
Oh, it's our lucky day, viewers.
Booster installed on the right.
Ooh, this is fun. I gotta do the TTRPGs and my writing has suffered.
field installed on the
Alright.
front.
All right. That one.
Shield device installed on the rear.
Marvel Rivals is so worth trying out. It's so good. Marvel Rivals, it's so good, dude. It's really worth it. Especially if you liked Overwatch,
Installed
it's
on the
better
left.
Overwatch. It literally is better
Artifact
Overwatch.
500 meters from Wildgate.
Like
For the work. Excellent.
it's like you have no idea, dude. It's better Overwatch.
Plasma beam installed on the front. Enemy shield.
Bro, get us out of here.
Reactive healing.
Do we need more ice?
Multiple hostile ships in range.
I've had a book in the making for like 6+ years because I've been lazy and don't want to rush my creative process. Oh no, same. But I finally started writing my book. I used to play Heroes of the Storm, and Nova was my favorite. What hero is similar to Nova? Oh, ooh, that's a hard one. What hero is similar to Nova? Invisible Woman. I tried to rewrite Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Torment. Was so tired I gave up on it. You got the passion's important, man. Passion is the important part. Yeah, we win! Woo! I'm slowly making the process of my Kingdom Hearts fanfiction, and that's sufficient evidence that I will be 100,000 words by the end of it. You're a sniper? Black Widow. Black Widow is a sniper. She's recently got, I think she recently got tuned as well. Hawkeye. Hawkeye is more like a Hanzo's kind of sniper. He has a bow. What else? Gosh, there's so many heroes that are kind of like that. Snipers are kind of like, the snipers are like up in the air kind of in Marvel Rivals, but there's a lot of good ones. There's a few good. Pretty sure my niece came home and I just did not hear her come in. Yeah, she probably came home already. Alright, sweet. This game is fun. I'm probably gonna play a little bit more on stream, but I wanted to get to Wild Assault before the night ended. And I think I'm gonna go for another hour before I end. Alright, this is what I was waiting for that Nova, where everyone can see it, and then judge me accordingly. Because I know it's coming, but I don't care. Fun game is fun game, and I don't care. The only thing I care about in the game is if it activates my dopamine. Only thing that matters. Foxes is tag for. Too bad. Oh yeah. Heroes of the Storm. I actually really liked Heroes of the Storm. I played. Who was I? Zeratul. I think Zeratul. I think that's his name, Zeratul. Yeah, it's been so long. You don't need a game to judge me. Yeah, well, everyone says that, but like all of my real life friends judge me for this game. And I don't care. This game is so good. Made my eyes pop out of it. Yeah, someone wrote a 200 chapter fan fiction where they rewrote the entire Dragon Age Origins. Oh no, the entire Dragon Age Origin storyline. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. There's a dream fan fiction I kind of been wanting to write, and I don't know. Well, it's not that I don't know enough. I don't think I'm skilled enough writer to pull it off. And it's a Doctor Who Destiny crossover where the Doctor helps the Guardians defeat the Vex. Also, yeah, feel free to judge me. This Nova, this is Wild Assault. This is Wild Assault. This is Wild Assault. I am trapped in the shadow rooms again. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Because she has to freaking see it. Oh, dude, no. It gets even... It's... Now, here's the thing. I know what you're seeing. It's fun. Like, actually fun. Unironically. Unabashedly. Nova. Yeah. It's so good. Guys, he's one of the funnest characters. This dude is the most fun. DaVinci Resolve is better. Straight up. So I think for this next one, I'm going to play. I'm going to be playing Ryan. His name is Ryan. Yeah, like, you know, DaVinci Resolve is like it's like Blender, where it's like it's very intimidating at first, but like the more you play with it, the more comfortable you get with it, and the better it is. So that's my advice. Is that Leon Kennedy as a bull? That's what it feels like. That's exactly what when I saw that, I was like, that feels like Leon Kennedy. I'm judging you so hard. I qualify to sit on the Supreme Court. Now here's the thing. So okay, the meme name of this game is Furry Battlefield. Because it feels like Battlefield. It's not like, it feels like Battlefield. There's a few things that don't like hit the Battlefield mark, like destructible terrain and stuff like that. But it's like Battlefield meets Overwatch. I kid you not. And it's actually good. And it's actually fun. Which I think when you're talking about games, that's the most important thing that matters, is the fact that it's actually fun. And here's the thing, just people playing the game. Actual people playing the game. Does DaVinci have a free coloring preset or editing? Will I have to find out? No, it has like DaVinci Resolve has everything. It's like Premiere, After Effects, Adobe Audition, and Media Encoder all in one. DaVinci Resolve has everything you need. Actually, everything you need. I switched from Adobe Premiere and After Effects over to DaVinci Resolve, and I think the last 3 or 4 videos that I've done have been in DaVinci Resolve. Premiere Pro was good for a while. It's not that good anymore. It was good like when Adobe actually gave a name, you know?
Be advised. Mission is a go. Acquire the objectives.
Judge me all you want, K-Bit.
We have Alpha.
This game gives me all the dopamine.
Securing target Charlie. The first blood is there.
Oh, god dang. Oh, he was waiting for me with the RPO.
Pick it up, team.
I can still fight.
Oh, god dang, I'm gonna get everyone killed. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve can be very confusing. It can be very
Charlie
confusing.
is taking fire. Defend the position.
Man down, man down. Not my lucky day. Oh yeah. Let's roll out.
With the automatic shotgun, let's go.
The enemy is attacking Charlie. Request assistance immediately.
Oh no, I wasn't. Oh, no. Furry. Shut up. Judge me all you want, I don't care, dude. It's fun. And fun is all that matters.
Enemy
All
is
that
taking
matters.
Charlie. The enemy has the lead. Stop them.
Changing back, stand by.
Jesus Christ, can you guys do your job? Alright.
The enemy has taken the lead. Don't let them get away with it. We're taking Charlie.
Come on, go on. Not my...
Delta is taking fire. Defend the position.
Oh, no, you can get me up through the wall.
Come on, go on. Weapons free. What's up? Is this all you've got? He ain't gonna make it.
Let's go.
Come on, go on.
Like, I'm gonna tell you this. Right now. Like, the devs are taking. Oh god, the devs are taking this game very seriously, and I love them for it. Because it's just like, oh yeah, we're furries. We're just like, oh yeah, the devs are like, oh yeah, we're furries, but we're gonna make a good game, and they're legitimately making a good game.
Assistance immediately.
It's not perfect. It's in early access, so you know
Echo is now in enemy hands.
like there's a certain level of polish that they're working on. But there is a concerted effort. Their Discord server is super awesome. I'm actually going to try to get an interview with the devs. I'm going to try to get an interview with the devs. I want to interview them. I have so many questions.
Man down, man down. Try me. Reloading.
Securing Bravo. Stay alert.
Come on, go on.
We are taking Bravo.
He ain't gonna make it. Go on!
We have Bravo. We've lost the lead. Take it up, team.
Oh, where the frick are they coming from?
Come on, go on!
Die, bunny rabbit.
Let's roll out. Man down, man down.
Freaking Xi Jinping, get out of here.
Changing max, stand by.
So this game's in UE5, right? And it's like not like super stylized, and it has like that modern game look where everything is just like super detailed. It's not. It doesn't look. Like so like they wanted to go like realistic but kind of stylized, and I don't mind it per se.
Time to bully the leg.
I don't mind it per se. It could be a lot. It could be a lot worse. It could like it doesn't. So because it has like the Anthro characters, it doesn't lose its like visual feel. You know, where like most games made in Unreal suffer from that. You know, it's like oh hey, it's made in Unreal and everything looks like hyper realistic. It doesn't look like the devs. It doesn't look like the devs are like having fun with the development. But this game feels like they actually are having fun.
Man down. Come on, go on.
Die, you stupid bunny rabbit. I'm happy with SWTOR is almost Final Fantasy in character. Yeah, it's getting there.
Don't let them get away with it.
That was more than a terrible engagement, dude. Like, don't even get me started. It makes me upset to even. Might switch up. Oh, dude, come on. Thank you.
Come on, go on. Not my lucky day. Let's roll out. Come on, go on.
All right, I knew you were in that smoke.
Man down. Enemy spotted over here. Changing max, stand by.
This game doesn't do the thing where like you have like infinite ammo too, so it's just like there's like a plus with that. Oh wait, the neutral item is ours. Okay. Yeah, come on, push us for it then. Oh, it's freaking sniper. Oh.
The enemy has reached the halfway point. We need to catch up.
When do you guys hear the fox? The fox's voice is a problem. Fox's voice is a problem. My issues with the blotchy skin, the wrinkles, the laugh lines. Yeah, like that is a problem. 367 months was almost no. Yeah. Oh no, dude. Like that was like the big thing that I was like telling people about. I was like, I just want them to communicate, and they don't do that. They just don't. Oh, come on. All right, I'm switching back to the SH12.
The enemy is attacking Bravo.
Oh, she almost had me up. Oh, they're all down. All right. Like the big problem with SWTOR is like the lack of communication, and then on top of it, it almost feels like they're allergic to criticism, and that's the thing that almost makes it unbearable.
Weapons free.
We have Bravo.
Reloading.
Meerkat.
Go on.
Taking the lead. Don't let them get away from it.
Oh, smoke is thick. Oh, come on. I'm still waiting on that. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right. We're still waiting on that anniversary party. You know, the one they said that we were gonna get.
Get up, brother. live to fight another day.
Yeah, that was fun.
Bravo is taking fire.
Crap, I gotta
Defend
back
the
up.
position.
Oh, come on.
We've lost Bravo.
No, that's one of my favorite gaming streamers. It's Aubrey. If SWTOR and SWTOR could switch community manager, the SWTOR dev team, she said no. I know. Yeah, I know Aubrey. If SWTOR and SWTOR could switch community managers or switch dev team, she said no. At this point, I'd settle for an apology. Right? It's like, it's like, hey, can we at least get someone who's at least has the mental presence enough to be like, you know what, guys, we overpromised and we feel like we screwed you over and we're sorry.
Compilation completed. The neutral item is ours.
That would be great.
Enemy spotted over here.
We're taking Charlie.
Let's roll out. Changing mag, stand by.
Hide in the smoke. Oh, of course. He drops an airstrike right on us.
We have Charlie.
I knew that was gonna happen.
The enemy has the lead.
I knew that as soon as we all got on there and they realized it was being taken, they were gonna go straight for an airstrike. And like if there's a freaking scout with an airstrike, he's gonna drop it right on us.
We're taking Delta.
Check my marks. Claw up, weapons free.
Securing Bravo. Stay alert.
Yeah.
Charlie is taking fire. Defend the position.
Come on.
Delta. We have the lead.
Oh
Defend
God!
the targets.
A freaking auto pistol used to be tuned. I swear to God. I want a game like this, but with Army Men, the classic ones. So they had a game like that. I remember they used to have a game like that. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna show you guys the fox.
Enemy is
I'm gonna show you guys the fox.
securing target Bravo.
Weapons free.
We are leading.
It's not safe here.
The voice is I told you, the voice is a problem.
Still think you can catch me?
The enemy is attacking Bravo. Request assistance immediately.
Huh?
Securing Delta. Stay alert. Bravo is now in enemy hands.
Oh, okay, I should have known. Yeah, someone get him, for the love of God.
Enemy is
I play Genshin earlier, characters literally moan as they climb. I'm immune to this fox as well.
We have the lead. Defend the targets.
Where did she go? She just ran in here.
가방 리로딩.
The enemy is attacking Charlie. Request assistance immediately.
SWTOR. It's not safe here.
Kill the Russian bear. The Russian bear is hilarious.
가방 리로딩.
Enemy is taking Charlie.
Kind of fits the vibe though, so it worked. Yeah, I know, right? Like the character's vibe.
Stay alert.
Oh no, I should have switched. God dang it. Ooh yeah, get me up. Heck yeah. Oh! Ah. He sounds like my friend reunion at midnight.
Target Charlie. We are leading. Well
Let's
done,
go.
soldiers.
This is not going to be my best game, but I have so much fun. Oh, I forgot you can't kill the drill, which is dumb. You should be able to kill the drill. Oh, he freaking stunned me. What a douche. Hey, listen, if you guys got $15, buy this game. It's in early access. The devs are super freaking awesome. At least as far as I've seen.
Securing Echo.
Should I play
Stay
it
alert.
next?
We've lost Alpha.
It's not good to cover. Reloading.
Enemy is taking Alpha. The enemy has the lead. Stop them.
Yeah, definitely sounds like when rep friends at midnight when they do sleepovers.
Defend the targets. Echo is taking fire. Defend the position.
Yeah, we took a spawn point next to we took a thing next to the spawn point.
We're taking Bravo.
자, 하지마세요. Still see you can catch me. Reloading.
Her ult isn't like is more like a. It's really hard to explain Akine's ult.
We are leading. Well done, soldiers. Charlie is now in enemy hands.
Oh, I am completely out of ammo.
We have Charlie. Neutral item is ready for drop.
Alright guys, alright guys.
Defend the targets.
What's in the voice? It feels like I'm listening to. I know, and like literally, it's like the most anime-ified Japanese accent. It's just like she's got like a super prominent Japanese accent. That's just like what her voice is, and it feels wrong. It feels wrong, but it's actually. It's one of the best things about her, I'm telling you, dude. I love it so much. I love everything about her voice. Oops, sorry, I lost YouTube.
It's attacking Echo. Request assistance immediately. Bravo is taking fire.
Come on, dude.
Defend
Me
the
and you.
position. The enemy is attacking Bravo. Request assistance immediately.
Here we go. I'm not waiting.
We've lost Bravo. Enemy is taking Bravo. Enemy is taking Echo.
Oh, I had no help. Alright. I'm not gonna get rezzed out here. Oh god.
We're taking the neutral item. Securing target Bravo.
Don't shoot.
We are leading. Well done, soldiers.
I love how I love how unashamed the freaking. If I do a sleepover with my friend group and I record this, I will tell them this reminds me of them. Don't try to hide in the shower. In the shower. Yo, if it sounds like this, then they have problems.
The enemy is attacking Delta. Request assistance immediately.
Like y'all sound like this anime chick.
We've lost Echo. Securing target Alpha.
So, like, if I was gonna critique this game, there is a portion of these maps that I think need to be adjusted, because there's just like there's entire sections of maps that just go completely unused, and I don't think that's good for a game like this. And I think, but also I think the maps are big enough to where you can't solve the problem by adding more players, at least in my opinion. I think like this is a situation where I think like this is just it's like a portion of the game that's a bit like, I don't want to say over-designed. I don't want to say over-designed, because over-designed makes it sound like it's bad. Like, Sorry, someone in one of my Discord servers and speaking some absolute heresy. At 21, not too bad. So like, okay, right. So the thing is, I have a video. I have a video I'm working on that is Yeah, I'm sorry, Nico. No, I'm not playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Huh? Which one? Which one what? Which server? Or what did I get? Oh, okay. I finally got the freaking NK-47, which is basically an AK. Why would I want to put a suppressor? Lowers accuracy. Yeah, let's put a bipod on this AK. A forward grip. Ooh, did I get stuff for the SA-12? I did! Shotgun choke. Alright, let's go. Wait, what do I got for ammo? Is it just a default mag, 20 gauge shotgun slug? I think we're gonna go. Wait, no, 20 gauge will mag capacity. It'll give me more. Oh, it takes away some mag capacity. Reserve ammo is 60. Close-sec fragment into more pellets per shot plus 3. I'll try out the 20 gauge. I don't really have any. Yeah, there's no attachments. I don't really have any problems with keeping this thing stable. Is it nowhere to feel? I feel mixed on Dragon Age, but I like Mass Effect more. I like both sci-fi and fantasy, but I enjoy sci-fi more. I mean, that's how I feel. I enjoy sci-fi a lot more. Which is funny because I enjoy sci-fi a lot more, but I feel like there's more, like, so here's where like the mix between science and fantasy. This is why I think people do science fantasy a lot. Right? Here's why. Fantasy implies more rules. Fantasy implies more freedom, I think. So I think when people do science fantasy, they get like more freedom with the more freedom with fantasy, but you also have the freedom to create more rules with sci-fi. I think it's like a good mixture of the two. But like I feel like with sci-fi, there's more than expectation. That's just me though. I used to be more sci-fi, but grew to love fantasy more because of escapism from IRL. Same. Like my story, like my book is science fantasy. Well, it leans more into the fantasy side. It's like the science comes in when it comes to like the magic system and stuff like that, but it's more fantasy than anything else. Good mixture, yeah. All right. Who wants to see me play support? Who wants to see me play support? I'll play the rabbit. Let me see. Oh, I don't have it unlocked. Level it up though. MLP Twilight Sparkles is Darth Vader. Let's go. Fantasy horror? Yo. Can we not do this? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna dump it. Alright, good. Gets me higher in the attachment. Subsonic ammo. Didn't give me any opticals. That's the one thing about this game. Okay, I think this game needs more like opticals and stuff like that. Like, in all honesty, that's an actual problem that I think the game needs to fix with this freaking. Nope. Yes, level up. Dump all 21 into this thing. Fantasy horror, okay, what I misheard is fantasy horny. Fantasy horny is just fantasy. There's no need to stipulate. Horny fantasy is just fantasy. Straight up. And anyone who tells you different, I'm sorry, they're a liar. I mean, Sir Artisan Writer. Yeah. Bro, like, it's like, out of all the people I know, Nova, I think is probably the most horny out of all the people I know. There's a freaking silverfish on my wall. I don't play that. I gotta go wash my hands. What do I hear this sounds? It sounds like something the Birdface would say and read. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, the only person in my entire life that knows anything about the life that I used to live. In other words, the life of a degenerate. There's only one person in the world that has ever seen it in entirety. I've told some people, but no one else in my life besides my wife has ever seen it in its entirety. And that's because I save everything. Like, it is a life I used to live that I don't live anymore. But I will say this, nothing shocks me. I don't feel that comfortable with an NSFW, so I usually try to avoid it. I don't want to be scared again. I don't want to be scarred again. I don't blame you. All right, guys, support game. Let's go. Nova used to be our pocket healer in SWTOR, so I know she's just gonna be sitting there judging me on my heals and everything, telling me how trash I am, but I don't care. I'm going for it. Let's go. What you guys can do is you guys can support the crap out of this game. Buy this game. Buy this game. Oh, wait, no. Oh, sorry. Hold on, wait. Gotta redeploy.
Targets and secure our victory.
We gotta change. No pass. It sounds like you're. I don't know. That sounds like some cowardly behavior, man.
The enemy is attacking Charlie. Request assistance immediately. Enemy is taking Bravo. We've lost Charlie.
God dang it. Oh, whoa. I got, what the? I got a whole $2 to my name. I'm going to use it to get Timbit tomorrow. I need storage for editing and modding studies. It doesn't feel like a game I'm personally hooked on. You won't know until you try it. But then again, you do you.
Stay alert.
I should not be pushing, so I'm not going to push. God dang it. Man, that point, I would, but I have Steam friends who judge my games library. I don't care. Let them judge.
Hold up.
We are taking Bravo.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Die, rabbit.
We are acquiring Bravo. Neutral item is ready for drop.
Honestly, need to buy The Witcher 3 Cyberpunk 2077. I can't judge anyone's library when me and my friend have kitchen report my friends 1,000 hentai games.
Neutral item has landed. We are taking the neutral item. Securing neutral item is under control. Secure the perimeter.
Hold up. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready.
I really hope people are spawning on me. I get too toxic and vicious.
Someone's hit.
We are acquiring Charlie. We've taken the lead. Good job, team.
I think it's funny. Okay, so there's something funny about this game. No one takes fall damage, and I think out of all the characters, the bear and the bull should absolutely take falling damage.
Listen up. I'll catch you up. Friends will be taking
Rez. You ran past the down. No, they were already getting healed. They were already getting healed. It's not my fault.
Hang in there, please. Do not engage. Do not engage. Someone's hit.
Got you, buddy.
Medicine. You'll be fine.
The enemy is attacking Bravo. Request assistance immediately.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, god dang it. Her ult tagged us.
The enemy is taking the neutral item.
Wait, I thought we already had it.
Hold the neutral item. Take it back.
Medical device is ready.
We are taking the neutral item.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Neutral item is under control. Secure the perimeter.
She's a cute bun bun. There is something to be said about movement in this game. I like the way the game feels. I like the way the game feels. I think on a base level, I would like more movement tech. That's just me though. I would like more movement tech. I don't think it's quite bad enough to consider it like one of the things like I should be like mad at the game for or something. Like if I was rating the game, I wouldn't like take points off because there isn't a lot of movement.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Like I just wouldn't. But get toxic, say slurs in game chat. No, thank you. I like my Twitch channel the way it is. And I just made the first money I'll ever make on YouTube, so.
Friends will be taking fire.
No! I saw him! I saw him!
The neutral item is ours. Halfway point.
Yeah, it's not hair ripping back. Like. Yeah, it could be a lot worse. Hold on, I got you.
Medicine. You'll be fine.
I love how I'm healing the. Oh, he was. Oh, no way!
I'm an attack. Reloading. Almost ready. Don't shoot down. Do not engage. Do not engage.
Yeah, everyone push up. I'm literally throwing out healing. Literally throwing out a healing bubble.
Friends are taking fire.
Charlie is taking fire. Defend the position.
Oops, I've been spotted.
Die. Get up, 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 get up. Oh, come on. Oh, man, I thought I had more cover than that. It's a sign. You said no slurs. Get insta-killed. It's 100% sign. You should slur the game. I'm going to say the gamer word.
Someone's hit. Hold on.
Die. Oh, the bear with the RP. Oh. The bear with the LMG. Well, of course, no one in my squad is pushed up with me. All right, let's go. Come on, we got to get in there.
Hang in there, please.
Yeah, get Xi Jinping.
I'm reloading. He found me.
I call the panda Xi Jinping, and I don't care. Nope, don't you dare throw a freaking jerry can at me. Guys, what are we doing?
This could have been saved if I was faster.
Reloading.
Guys, I'm the support. I should not be pushing. Okay. I know we shouldn't use offensive terms, but I have to say this. Say the gamer word. Birchface seems like a boomer. I'm not. But I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer by Gen Alpha and Gen Z standards.
The enemy is attacking Charlie. Request assistance immediately.
By Gen Alpha and Gen Z standards, I'm a freaking boomer.
Friends are taking fire.
Oh, come on! No! Oh my god, I got stunned and I couldn't reload! That's an offensive term I had to say. Listen, if it makes me a boomer... Dude, get over here! Come on! Hurry up! Oh!
Enemy is taking Charlie.
Okay.
Check the Morris. Enemy movement. Be careful. Help me.
Come on. I thought you were a boomer because you said, because my friend told me you're 50. I'm not, I'm 30. I'm 33. I'm not actually a boomer. I am 33. Oh, let me get you.
We're taking
Got you, bro. Thought I was actually a boomer. Oh, hi. Oh!
Securing target Charlie.
Hang in there.
Oh, no, I was trying to, I forget I'm a few years older than you. Yeah. In fact, I'm sorry. I'm technically 32. I turned 33 literally this month. Like this month I turned 30. I turned 33.
The enemy is attacking Bravo. Request assistance immediately.
I think these healing icons could be I think the healing icons could be better presented. I don't think they're bad necessarily. I don't think they're bad per se, and they're like not like horrible to see. I would just like to be able to see them a little better. Mine's on the 2nd. Hey, birthday bud, yay! Mine's on the 18th.
We've taken the lead. Good job, team.
Hang in there, please. Someone's hit.
Charlie is taking fire. Defend the position.
Friggin' my squad mate is in there like swimwear, my guy.
Securing Alpha. Stay alert. Bravo is taking fire. Defend the position.
Easy now. I'll patch you out.
All right, that's a dub. That's a dub though. Old my eyes. Shut up. You know so many babies, bro. Same. You have no idea. Oh, he was an AI. What the frick? Oh, he's not really an AI. That's just his freaking name. I got more kills than I wanted, 14 assists. So I got like 5 revives. I could have done better. I could have done better. God, this game needs to stop. What, I got a new muzzle attachment? Oh, light silencer. Wait, what did I get? Ooh. Alright, that's it for me. You're gonna get set gonna get settled in for gaming with the boyfriend. Oh yeah, do your thing. I'm getting ready to wrap up too. It's getting late. As much as I would love to stay up and play some more. Thank you. Give me all my stuff. Claim all. What'd I get for the bunny? Oh, freaking Uzi. And proficiencies. Alright, sick. All right, guys, that's gonna be okay. I think that's gonna be the stream though. Guys, I had so much fun. Finally getting to do the freaking live, getting to look at the SWTOR live stream. That like there was did it make you feel? Does that make you feel younger? No. Have a good. It's like, well, nice meeting you in chat. Yeah, absolutely, dude. It was awesome. If all of you guys watching on YouTube, thank you guys very much. And everyone watching on Twitch, thank you. Drop a follow if you guys want to get notified. We're here every week at 7. And I should have a video coming out later on this week about Wild Assault because I've been enjoying it so much, and I feel like it's completely, God, is it completely underrated. But thank you, guys. Have a good night. Peace.